the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, Let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour. We would tell you that this ain't your mom's radio station, but Clayton's mom listens every week. You found Q Talk America, home of The Show with Clayton McKee, Marnie Ryer, Kat Carlson, and Al Perkins. We will be starting tonight's broadcast at the top of the hour. By the way, we're a 3-hour show, so grab a beverage and get comfortable. If you have a topic you'd like us to talk about or a question for the cast, please post it in the chat room or on our Facebook page. Simply look for The Show with Clayton McKee on Facebook. We'll be starting the show in just a few minutes. We're just getting prepared, mixing cocktails and settling in for 3 hours of chat and some non-PC fun. From wherever you're listening or watching our show, let us know where in the world you are by posting in the chat room or hit us up on Facebook. Just look up The Show with Clayton McKee. At the beginning of hour 2 is when Al gives us our drinking word for the night. Grab a beverage and drink along with the cast as they get rolling. You found Q Talk America. Tonight's live broadcast will start at the top of the hour.
This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. This show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's The Show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
Well, here we go. Something's already wrong because you're... Oh, wait, I turn your mic on first. There's that. They're good. It's all new. Where's your...
1, 2, there I am.
Your name is Kat Carlson, right?
Kat Carlson.
I have them labeled by name, and I had you as potted up as Marnie.
My name is Kat Carlson.
Two different
and I approve
lesbians.
this message.
The interesting thing is, look at that shot. What's missing? Daniel.
That's okay.
Wait, what's that?
I don't know why.
What is that a shot of? Where's the empty chair?
There are none.
It's this one up here.
It's a frozen
There's my
camera.
Oh, it's
hand.
a frozen
You can see
camera?
me waving
Oh, there's
from
Joe.
the side.
Bootsy's there.
Yeah, the top of the split is working. The bottom of the split.
I wonder what happened.
Oh my God, we invented time travel. Clayton McKee.
Either Bootsy's already gone and done with the show, or she's not here yet.
You're in luck. I made the sign already.
It's hanging up in there. I didn't put it up. Oh my gosh, the show. They
they can't
read
see it from there.
They can't,
It says-
and you couldn't turn around and
very
use that
bright.
camera either because it's not on.
Nothing.
Oh, this is fun.
You need to be able to put that on the green screen.
Well, in any event, my
Well,
sign
wait,
says shows
you can see the
without-
back of Bootsy's head there.
Oh, lovely.
Look.
Hi, Boots.
Hello.
Oh my heaven sakes alive! Well, if you can tell, this is the there you go. This is the original Studio C. We've moved back into it, and not to be outdone by any other thing that we've done. Technical issues abound. Now it's worked all fucking week.
Right.
Of course, it's worked every single time.
Well, sure.
I've walked in and out of the shot. I've done everything, and now for some reason it's decided. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm gonna work on this.
All right.
Anyway, hi everybody. The chat room is full. Oh my hell. Bootsy Lamone, Mama Di, Meow Cal, Annette, Jenny. Everybody's in there. Hi everybody. Welcome back. It's been a whole 4 weeks since we were here. We ended season 4 back at the last part of July. Last part of June. Took all of July off, and we are here. It's season 5. This time it's personal. Welcome to it. Marnie Ryer is on her way, as usual, to here. However, again, weather delay. It rained like a son of a bitch here in town and flooded lots of different areas, and she was dealing with something from home. I'm not sure what yet, but
I bet we'll find out.
she said it was bigger than buckets could handle. So I don't know
Dear
what
Liza,
she
dear Liza.
right. I don't know what she was dealing with. So she's on her way here now. Escaping this weather. Is that a bit? No, what is that shirt?
This shirt is actually an elementary school principal.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Mr. Dawson, and this is the design. They do they call it the Principal's Challenge, where the kids are supposed to do like an investigative science thing, and if you complete it, then you get recognition and prize and showered with gifts and
just like this show.
right. Yeah, I have yet to complete the show,
That's the
but
only reason I'm here is for the gifts.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I feel like this show and that fucking Pokemon Go have no end.
You are
but anyway,
correct.
this was the design for children who, complete the challenge. And I saw it and I said, can we have one in an adult size? Because every time I'm in that school, I need to wear it.
Yeah.
Because the principal's a friend of mine, so now I have his face on my.
He looks
shirt.
a lot like Ty Herndon.
I'll tell
You know
him.
Ty Herndon?
I do know
the
who
country
Ty
singer.
Herndon is.
Yeah,
Steam.
that's actually who I thought it was.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
No,
All right.
just a friend of mine. Nah, not that guy.
Not that one. Welcome to it.
Maybe another guy.
That's so weird. I can't pull. That's so weird that I can't pull that camera up. So anywho, it's not a Bernie Sanders shirt.
It's not Bernie
for those in
Sanders.
the-
It's not Dr. Ben Carson. It's not even, sadly, my own face, which I'm kind of disappointed about and feel like there need to be Cat Carlson t-shirts. In fact, I'm considering submitting a stylized portrait of myself for the Barbara Seville's Wonderful 100. I don't know how well that's going to
I
go
don't think
over,
it'll go
but
well at all.
I still feel like there should be a submission.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
support your right
never
to
hurts to
submit.
ask.
I'm like Bernie Sanders. I don't expect to win,
Right,
but I'm going to go all the way.
right. And all your supporters are going to lose their fucking mind if the shirt doesn't get accepted.
Right, both of them. Yeah. Sharon and one of the cats. They're both going to lose their minds.
Yes, I understand.
The system was rigged. The system
It was
rigged.
rigged. Oh my
The
god.
organization's not even named after me. Why wouldn't they put my face? on the
For
front
those of you
it?
tuning in and not understanding what in the hell's going on, not only are we already into the
You're not alone.
our full-fledged technical fuck up of the new season, that is not Al Perkins sitting that you see the back of his head. That's not Al Perkins. Al is in the lovely, tranquil, I'm gonna guess humid yet beautiful Hawaii, which in his own. In his own words, it was a bad timing on his part to be there as we start the show back up. Had a whole month off. He was gone for a few weeks and then just left last Thursday. I thought he was coming back yesterday because knowing Al, I mean, him just to go somewhere for 3 days.
For 3 days and come back is not uncommon. Right.
So I thought for sure he was coming back Monday, and then we were texting, and I'm like, when do you get home? Like, do you need a ride? And he's like, I get home Thursday. I'm like, oh, okay.
And
So
wasn't he just in Provincetown for like,
Yes,
I don't know, 3 weeks?
yeah, he was in P-Town for a few weeks, and well, no, not for a full 3
I would
weeks.
say he was in Niagara Falls for a
Niagara Falls with
while.
his sisters,
right.
then went to P-Town, then Boston. Then he was here for like a week. Then he worked. Then he got on a plane Thursday and went to Hawaii. Busy,
The boy gets around.
but he said he's done now. Like this is it. He shot his vacational wad for the year, and he'll be just staying home and working.
Yeah.
So
well, we're
'cause-
kind
'cause
of going
I-
to time
I
most
think
of it
somebody's
with
out of
with the
money.
break from the show.
I can't imagine.
she's not out of money. She just likes to cry poor.
I know. I saw a Facebook update.
Oh, okay, got it.
Dear diary, my liver will
Oh,
recover because
saw
there are no
something.
funds.
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
something like that.
He forgets I have fucking tabs. I can do. We can fix things. We can fix.
Wait,
stuff.
you have a tab at a place in Hawaii?
No, but I mean,
Oh, I
no.
was
When he
gonna
gets back
say.
here, no, when he gets here.
Got it.
If we have a client in Hawaii, then I'm going to do that install. I guarantee you.
I was just say this industry is very kind to some of us. We can drink for cheap for sure.
Yes, for sure. Oh my God! Why the fuck will this camera? This is so weird that this camera does not.
Still no.
Well, not yet, but I'm still working on it. I mean, we have hope.
It's very sad.
Well, it's showing a blue light, so I would assume it's.
Wait a minute. Where's the Clayton McKee bobblehead? Yes.
Right
it is.
there.
I
That's-
found it. Okay.
oh
good.
yeah, don't. I'm not gonna hide. I mean, it's just
He's
plays.
kind of peeking out at me. It's cute.
Yeah.
I'm taking a picture.
That's what I've always done. We gotta be peeking out. Just kind of peeking.
I think that's a felony in some states.
It is. I do agree with you that it is. Why is it that this?
That's going to be a delightful Instagram right there. Just a little
Oh,
peek.
I'm sure.
We're going to share that right now.
We're gonna share that. Why don't you? Oh my heavens. Well, anywho,
like it.
what we normally do in this segment is, well, A, there's more people here, and B, we go around the
Only
table,
by one.
find out what. Well, yeah, but he's not normally part of this segment. I'm just
true.
explaining.
Well,
True story.
We're
Yeah.
gonna learn all about our guests.
Oh, that'll be
His
exciting.
turn. Yeah, that'll be
Yes.
fun.
So we go around the table and find out what everybody's been doing. We've got 4 weeks to catch up on, so I know there's a lot.
So many. I was just sitting here making a list.
I did that today too.
Well, I did it just now because clearly preparation was not in my cards.
Right.
But yeah, I made a list, and my list includes San Diego, Plumbing Nightmare, Harry Potter,
The plumbing night.
Boozy Moms.
Boozy moms. Oh, that sounds interesting.
I know, I love the Boozy Moms. They're friends of mine.
She's actually one of them.
Oh yeah, that's a true story. That's a true story.
I am already learning so much.
But unfortunately, our hiatus ended on a sad note for me. A very close friend of ours had been dealing with cancer, had some brain cancer and lung cancer, and finally succumbed to his disease. And so
I did not know that.
Yeah, no, it was kind of a drag. And today with the Boozy Moms, because he was a dude boozy mom. The Boozy Moms are the PTO
He's
ladies
the boozy dude?
The Boozy Moms are what I affectionately on air call the PTO ladies and the moms that I hang around with.
Okay.
The ladies who lunch, because we do love to lunch.
And drink, evidently.
Yeah, and Joe was one of them, and definitely a big force of that. So we had a week of festivities that were, maybe more fun than they should be. But what do you do?
Oh, you're celebrating life.
That's what you do.
Right, that's what you do. So there was a week of like late night boozing and planning, and these girls can throw together a big party in no kind of time on no kind of money. Let me tell you what.
Bootsy has arrived in the shot. Now I just have to adjust the shots.
There he is, right there.
There's your pin right there.
Maybe push that camera up just a tad.
Oh, we'll work on that.
All right.
I always have.
Actually, if I go like this, I
No, but
look
nobody
like
said-
because I have no hair.
Nobody.
So I'll just sit straight up for the whole
Nobody
show.
actually ever does that though. Nobody sits up straight. Sometimes we get excited and put our hands up and try to exclaim things, but other than that, no.
Not very often.
Back to you,
we
Kat.
hit things.
I want to
But
push
anyway,
that shot out.
So that was a kind of a crummy start to the break, but then we overcame and mourned and celebrated and moved on, and we took the family to San Diego for a couple of days.
Now, I forget. Was that friend? Was it somebody that I knew or no?
No,
Okay.
he had kids at school.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So then we went on the little family vacation and had Airbnb'd a tiny little postage stamp of a place to stay steps away from the beach, so that was delightful.
I loved my favorite of your whole thing was when
Oh my God, the trash can
the
story?
trash cans. I love that.
Let me tell you about this.
I wish there. Oh, I should grab a snag a picture right quick. Let's see if I can do that.
You should. It should be on
Okay,
my
fine,
Facebook.
I will. Yeah, you should.
Clayton McKee,
Oh, and the bell is rung.
make that happen.
That was funny. Yeah, you should.
So while we were in San Diego, my youngest is obsessed. I have two boys. I have a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. Neither of them actually mine. I got them certified pre-owned.
I love that 12-step
I like the
process.
certified portion. I like that.
Yeah, they're like a Honda.
That's
although
funny
the
shit.
warranty's not as good.
Oh,
Sharon had children from a previous marriage.
okay.
So the boys they were 3 and 5 when we met, and they're now
Wow.
10 and 8. So it's been a little while. And so the 8-year-old is obsessed with garbage trucks. Loves, like has 10 of them at the house, and he goes around the house and puts things in little toy garbage cans and then lifts them and dumps them in. Like, this is his thing.
I like this kid.
I know. And so whenever we're on vacation or out of town together, especially if we're staying in a small place like a hotel or like we were this time, like a studio apartment, we were in a very small place. He's a very early riser, and I don't sleep well when I'm out of town. So that combination means that we're up looking for a Starbucks before the sun comes up.
Starbucks and trash cans.
Well, and it was a happy coincidence that the first day that we were there was trash day. Oh, it was the best.
He hit the jackpot.
Right, so we wandered out to the beach for a minute and kind of looked around, and then we saw it down at the end of the block, luckily towards the Starbucks. There was a garbage truck, picking some stuff up, so we went and we saw that one. We ended up seeing, I think, 4 different styles of garbage truck. His favorite being the one that drives down the beach and picks up giant steel barrels that are used for trash and lifts them like sideways up into the garbage truck.
Oh, yeah.
That's his favorite. So for like a mile down the beach, I'm drinking coffee. He's got hot cocoa. We're just following this trash can, just watching it pick up one after the other, and it's 6:00 in the morning. What else am I gonna do? So
Right.
why not? And then my favorite part of that is then after the garbage truck drops each can, this kid leans over the concrete wall that separates the walk from the beach and grabs the trash can to inspect to make sure it's empty.
I applaud him.
That is fantastic.
Quality control. We made a lot of friends on the walk that morning because
I'm sure you did.
people would watch him do it and they'd be like,
What is he doing?
"Yeah, quality control."
Yeah. He's a secret shopper
Works for the city.
for the city of San Diego. No, I did send a message to her when I saw them doing this to keep an eye out for vacuums because rogue vacuums will wind up in trash cans that don't belong there.
They belong in your workshop.
we didn't
Right.
find
Yeah,
any that could
absolutely.
be rescued.
Oh, well, it's good to know that there were none that could have been saved. They were all beyond.
Right. Well, and to be honest, we weren't on a scavenging mission.
I was going to say, people that looked at him thought, well, maybe he's homeless, is probably doing this the wrong way. He should be ahead of the truck.
Right, and then they see her, they're like, who's that young man following that child?
Right, they were all very confused.
Oh, I'm sure they were. Between looking, there was a lot going on.
There is a lot going on.
How far down the line did you go? Because obviously through that picture, you can see that there are several.
Oh, it goes
on
really far.
How far did you go down that line?
So in that picture, just about as far as you can see, if you look
Looks
all
like
the way
there's a
down the building to the left,
Blue
there's going to be a
tower
tall
way down
square
there at the
building.
end.
Yeah, we're down that direction.
Well, all right.
Yeah, we went far. We had nothing else to do.
What did he think? Did he think that the truck did a good job?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, so you went all the way down to that big tall thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and farther.
And farther.
Look at you zooming in and out.
Well, we got
have
fancy equipment now, kids.
Lots of technology.
Oh yeah, some of it works.
And so then after a delightful trip to San Diego, we came home, and I went immediately to work. We drove home Friday morning, and I went to work Friday night.
Sure.
Came home, exhausted, fell into bed, woke up Saturday morning, ish, and walked into the bathroom and went, oh, why is the rug soaking wet? We must have had an overflow of some sort. No, we were having a sewer backup that was happening apparently on city property, but we didn't realize that till 7 days later after we'd had a hotel stay, and we had luckily Sharon has family that have her parents have a condo in Anthem, so we were able to actually just move out of our house for a week and go stay with them because they snowbird. So that was a lot. Yeah, and so now the saga will continue.
And Anthem's far.
It
That's
is
like
far.
South Flagstaff.
It is
Way
far.
up
Yeah, I mean,
Flagstaff.
it's pretty close.
It's up there.
Yeah. But luckily the kids, not in school right now, and it didn't add that much time to my commute, which is all right, because that happens at 3 o'clock in the morning anyway.
Right.
Who cares? There's nobody around. I can make it anywhere in 35 minutes. Just hit that right pedal a little harder and get there a little faster. Yeah, so that saga will continue for a week or two as I exchange certified mail nastygrams with my property management company, who at no time, when being informed that there was no working plumbing in the house, offered us any accommodation, called and said, hey, how's it going? Nobody stopped by the property. No things happened, so now there's nastygrams.
So you know what tomorrow is? Tomorrow's the day they burn the motherfucker down.
Tell me what time to be there.
Well, at least we can now see the plumbing.
Right.
Or lack thereof, considering it's not working.
Yeah. No, we moved back on Sunday. We stopped by to feed the cats and whatever, and discovered that everything seemed to be working, so the city must have done their job.
So you left the cats without any indoor plumbing?
It's true.
Wow.
Yeah, I
Nice
know
mom.
it's...
Al, you can't call.
We should
the chat
really-
room's going to explode now when they
We
find
should
out you
really
left the
edit this
cats.
out in post so that I don't get arrested.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Al, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you?
Well, I'm well. I didn't expect you to call using Facebook. I expected you to call. Oh, mother. We're going to decline that call.
Oh, let me change. I'll call you on the real phone. I didn't know what this was.
No,
Okay.
well, call me on my regular, just like you were calling me in town.
He's already hung up.
He's already
He's
hung
gone.
up. God, she's
He's
busy.
gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Al.
And she's gone.
God. See, again, technology escapes him sometimes. Oh. Now, see, he called, then he hung up again. Alfie. Call back, Alfie. She'll get there.
Call me back.
Where do we think he is?
He's in Hawaii.
I know, but is he in a bar?
The
is he
bar.
on
Oh,
a
a
beach?
bar.
Is
Could
he
be in a
hotel
gutter.
room?
Who knows? He could be.
Well, there might
The
be...
bathhouse. I mean, there's any number of
We
places.
don't know where Al is. Al, are you there?
Yeah, are you there?
Oh my God, we all are here. We're anxiously anticipating your call. We don't know where you are. Where are you? In a bar? Are you in a gutter? Are you in a homeless shelter?
Oh, well, I'm actually in the gutter. Yes, you are correct. I'm in a back alley.
Oh, a back alley gutter even. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you a
Taking-
whore now?
What do you mean
Whores
now?
get paid.
Settle
No, he's a slut.
I got to pay for this shit somehow.
$20 is $20, my friend.
It is. It is.
Buy a dumpster giving hand jobs for crack.
Hey, a hand job is still a job.
Right in the name.
Oh heaven! So Al, how much fun are you having? And are you ever gonna come home?
Yeah. Yes, Thursday morning they are releasing me back to my home.
Okay, got it.
Oh, and I'm ready.
Yeah.
I was ready.
We were just discussing the fact that you've been gone for quite a while. Bootsy, who's sitting in your chair right now playing the part of you,
Hi, Al.
didn't realize that you had been. He thought you were in P-Town for a solid 3 weeks, but you were with family like 1 week and then there for 2 or 1, and then you were here for 1.
Yeah, I was in Niagara Falls for a week. I was in Boston, then I was in P-Town, then I was in Rhode Island for 4 days.
Okay.
Worked 6 days, got on a plane, and came to Honolulu for 7 days.
Oh, my heaven sakes alive. Yeah, so
Can you identify your captors?
Yeah, I'm going to take a picture. It'll be my proof of life video.
Yeah, that'd be good. Do it with today's picture or today's cover of the newspaper.
Do you
so
know
we know
what day it is?
I don't. I have asked that every single day.
I'm sure.
My goodness.
Yeah.
it's
We
the-
bought inner tubes, and we were floating out in the ocean today. And somebody goes, "What time is it?" I'm like, "I don't care. My plane's not till tomorrow. We got at least one more rising and setting of the sun before I have to care what time it is."
That's true. Marn has just joined us in studio. She's there. Hi, Marn.
Hi.
Yeah, it gets there. You put it all back together. Hi.
Hi.
On the phone with us live from Honolulu, Hawaii is Al Perkins.
I know. I heard him from the door.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, through the headphones.
Oh, got
You
it.
could just hear him.
Are
Oh,
yours
you
too
were
loud?
listening.
I can reduce them.
No.
okay.
I'm saying just because of his voice. Hi, honey.
Oh,
I
I
was going to say, should I just put the phone down and scream across the ocean?
wouldn't be much different than the first 4 years.
No, we don't want to disturb the cats. Stay on the phone.
We don't want to scare all the whales away. People are paying to see them.
Now, speaking of whales, that was a bad segue.
Oh, really bad
But-
segue.
However,
Yeah.
now
God damn it.
previous trips to the Hawaiian Islands, you have swam with sharks, dolphins, and other things in the water. Have you done that this trip?
No, we've just been in. We're right across from the water. And we just keep walking across the water and jumping in. That's all we've been doing.
Walking
you're
across the water, so you
Jesus.
became Jesus
Yeah.
while you're in Hawaii.
That's great.
Good.
Yeah, we're right on the beach.
Yeah.
But we've been on 2 boat rides, and the one went way out and let us just jump off. Like no life preservers, no nothing. They're like, just if you're hot, jump in the water, swim around the ocean, try to make it back alive. Like
Yeah.
that was fun. We were drinking, so we were really boozy.
I was gonna ask if
And
it was a
wasn't-
booze cruise.
Oh, it was a tough swim back to the boat. And I was like, I was like, going to dive off again, and I dove off, and I was like, oh, that was a really bad idea.
I'm sensing a scene from like Open Water or something like that.
Yeah.
Or was
I was
the
just kind of-
or was it the final was it the final scene from Overboard?
Oh, we
Arturo!
There's a lady in an evening dress.
Been a hell of a day at sea, sir.
Oh yeah, that was rough. I seriously I couldn't even move. I was so tired. After the second time I swam to the boat, I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
Tell me now. Take the organs.
Take the They're a little waterlogged.
Leave the liver.
Yeah.
Al, Jenny actually has a question for you from the chat room. She wants to know if you've spotted Dog the Bounty Hunter or his big-bosomed wife, Beth.
Actually, it sounds like a question I would have asked.
Yeah, it does.
No, but the last time I was here, I saw his office or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's
It's a bail bonds office.
a really.
Now, did you
crappy
see that?
part of-
Did you see that bail bonds office from the inside?
Did I see what?
But Kevin did.
It's a bail bonds office. Did you see that office from the inside? Or
Oh no!
Okay.
There was an awful long pause there,
Yeah.
Al.
Nor Hunter.
Clarification is
he
all.
has some decorum.
Okay, well, there's
Well,
that.
maybe.
Well, Alfie, we were talking just moments before you called. Even maybe before we went on the air, that we're not sure if it was a blessing or not. Whether we were off for this entire the month of July because of the conventions all happening. A lot's been happening, but Kat brought up a very good idea, or a very good comment was. We all had time to digest both of those before we returned to the air. So I'm sure you've got all kinds of stuff in your head about those fucking messes.
No, the convention.
Yeah.
Oh, that first one was rough.
Yeah, it was rough.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see it.
Yes.
Those are some mean-spirited people.
Yes.
Well, at least one.
Yeah.
Well, and now they're out about it, which is nice.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But wasn't it fun when Chris Christie thought he was at a witch trial in Salem? I was like, what the
Yeah, that was tough. Yeah. So
what say you people?
we've got lots to talk about when you get back in town, and next week is our next show, so you'll be here in time for that.
Maybe.
Well, however you decide to like do the thing today, but just make your question like, what was the lowest point of both of them, and which was the highest point of both of them?
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, I've got your little sound bite, so I'll be able to hopefully play it here later on in the show. And
oh no, that was just to check. That was just so you could check. I'll send you a real one.
Okay. Well, if you do, that'd be great. And by the way, you could actually do that one through Facebook Messenger if you want to. I can play it live from the computer. I know there's a lot of technical things, but
oh no, that's why I sent you 2 sound checks to see how they sounded.
I haven't been able to listen to them yet because we were already in the show. I was hoping you would have done them hours before the show.
He was in the ocean.
Yeah. Oh, you were in the ocean. Yes.
I literally have no idea like what time zone I'm in.
Well, it's 7:30 here. What time is it there?
He doesn't know.
4.
I'm gonna go with 4.
It's
Yeah.
4:30.
You got plenty of time. We haven't even started out there yet, so you can catch the show about about 6:15.
And we're already done where
Don't tell me what
Nant
happened.
and
Don't tell me
Amina
what
are,
happened.
so
Yeah,
we're
right.
fine.
Oh, it'll be so much easier when Al's with
Hi,
us
Eric.
because explaining all this is challenging.
You know, the space-time
All right,
continuum
good.
is complicated.
Very much physics and science and all
Oh,
that stuff.
well, Alfie, what's on your?
Well, I miss you all, and I'm gonna let you guys go and play.
Yes, we will, and thank you.
And I will see you next Tuesday. I'll send you a message to play. So it'll be the third one. The first 2 are sound checks. Play the third one.
Got it. Thanks. That'll be great. Al Perkins, ladies and gentlemen, live
Bye, Al.
from
Love
Hawaii.
you, bye.
Thank you very
Hug,
much.
Mr. Perkins.
Bye, kids. Miss you.
Bye, Alfie.
Bye, babe.
Oh, Al.
Not that, just for real.
It was almost as funny. It's when he was in town during the elections and he was stuck in the line. It was just Kat and I
Yeah.
suffering through a show because we could.
Apparently, we don't know how to talk to each other on air.
Well, no, but the funny thing is, Al is, however far, he's in Hawaii, and the phone call from there was just as challenging as the one where he was at 7th Street in Glendale here in town. Like, it's just as challenging of a phone call.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
You know,
But what's the common denominator?
Al.
Yeah, there you go.
no, I don't think that's true because I greatly dislike a conference call of any kind.
Oh, no, I agree.
You know,
but it's just.
when there's more than just an A to B conversation.
Oh, and it's
Yeah, that
5 of us
delay.
talking to one person.
Nope.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
over
difficult.
it. Either,
There's that.
either put this
Difficult.
in an email or put everyone in the same room.
Right.
Now, Marnie, welcome to season 5.
Hi.
Art, where are you?
Hello.
We were talking about, and she still may have a little more to go, but you were delayed. Did your house flood?
A little.
Did it fly
Why?
away?
Then why are you here?
Seriously.
Well, what the fuck was I gonna do? Like sit in it,
Mop?
swim?
I don't know.
That's what I did. I changed 3 times. I was sweating my way through everything. Sorry about that.
I like how you changed 3 times, but still color coordinated every single
Oh,
change.
duh, totally. I mean, even down to the tank top. Like I had to have a gray, to go
Yeah,
with the shoes.
sure.
Duh.
You have gray chucks on?
Duh.
Okay.
No.
All right. Season 5. The word is
Yeah.
duh.
Well, I mean, you did say this season it gets personal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
This time is personal.
No, we had yes. When I looked out and I saw the recycle bin floating, I thought there's a problem.
Yeah.
And then I saw it
Can't be good.
up above the sliding glass door windows. Like it was at least probably a foot.
The water was up on
water?
your sliding window. Wow.
Yeah.
Also,
And I
not
kinda
an
went,
ideal situation.
This is not good.
And they're not watertight.
Not
No.
typically, no.
No.
Especially not in my house.
Not in an older home, correct, yeah.
And then I went in the laundry room to get a towel to put
Which
down.
is lower than, yeah.
And I learned that maybe it's coming in through the walls a little bit,
Oh.
not just under the door.
Yeah.
That was new. And so then we had to move everything. I was like, this is so, honestly, the way that I found all the places that I need to tighten up in the house was because then I went to my room to be able to get some other towels that I had just folded in there. And I have the French doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it was coming under that. And I went, I honest to God just sat in my bed and started laughing. I'm like, well, this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
For those of you not familiar with our weather here in Phoenix, we get it rains. It rains in the valley here, but more often than not, in this time of year, it's called the monsoon season, and we get just deluged with water. It drops, and it's an insane amount of water in a short amount of time. One of the local freeways, north and south freeways, I-17, was actually closed because the pumps that actually evacuate the water from those lower areas can't even keep up with it. It rained so much. So it blocked a major artery in the city, north and south in the state of Arizona. But I mean, there was water. It was insane.
Well, the fun part was that, so we have a swimming pool in the backyard, right? And then we had
A legitimate one.
And then another swimming pool. We had a bigger one.
Yeah.
So the whole thing. And the good news, thank God, I looked out and the sprinklers came on right at about 7. So I thought, well, good. That's a bonus.
I hate for that grass to dry.
No, I would hate for it to dry out.
That's right.
I would, and I was super excited to pay for that then too. That was nice.
Sure.
That was exciting. Fuck.
By the by, are your headphones at a good level, or do you need them adjusted?
Well, I think it's delightful.
Okay, because we've had to readjust. Everything's gets on new.
Do you mean because it's kind of loud?
No.
It doesn't. I think it sounds good.
It could be less loud.
It could be. We have control.
I think it's
We have
delightful.
control.
I'm enjoying the room.
Good.
Well done.
Thank you.
God, I'm really.
I feel so much better
impressed.
in this room with
I do
this.
too.
Yeah.
I feel like based on the headphone volumes over here,
Yeah.
I feel like one of us may not have worked decades in a bar and actually has most of his hearing.
Because his is barely on.
Mine is barely on.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This is the only one in this room that
That's
probably
funny.
thinks that the Apple headphones are good enough.
Well, that's probably why I could hear Al out there. Because I mean, honestly,
Because this
when
one I think
came
is still
in-
at full blast. Yeah, I think
No, actually, that one's turned off.
Is
Okay,
it now?
because
I
when
think
I
it's- I
came
think it
in,
was
I
off.
thought,
Oh, no,
what?
I had it on. I had it up.
It's on right there.
I had to turn it up earlier because I was.
Well, in case the
testing.
neighbors want to listen, we should.
Well, the nice thing is, coming up,
Deter burglars.
we're
too.
going way out of sequence. I realize, but it doesn't matter.
Burglars,
We don't-
termites, all of it.
We're gonna have an important guest later on in the month.
We have an important guest. Don't be rude.
Right. Another one. How about an elected official?
All right, sir.
Yes, we're going to have.
I was Junior Miss of West St. Paul. I have fucking pictures to
I was
prove
Mr. Congeniality in 1987, Deer
Oh, I
Valley High
so
School.
believe that.
I've elected
I
to
can
leave at
believe
least
that.
12
the
bars
little
before I
black
was thrown out.
Say that again,
Oh my
Marty.
God, that was awesome.
You were what?
I was the Junior Miss of West St. Paul.
Junior Miss of West St. Paul.
Of West St. Paul, yes.
How
I
come-
had a crown.
Why do you
I
say
had-
it like
She
that?
was,
She runs
she
it
was
all
the
together.
best darn tapper.
Yeah, she was.
Over Christ on the cross,
why do
you know it. Yeah.
But why do you say it like that?
Well, because you
No,
said
no.
elected. I was elected.
No,
She was elected,
The way
that's
you
true.
say,
Yeah.
say it again.
The Junior Miss of West St. Paul.
Okay, why
It's
don't
all
you
one
say the
word.
Junior
West
Miss
of
of
West.
West St. Paul?
I do.
No, you don't. You just run out to Junior Miss of West St. Paul.
Well, because it's a lot of words.
Wow.
I'm very busy.
Junior Miss of West St. Paul.
Anyway, that's right.
Wow. So anywho,
Mr. Congeniality.
we have a new friend of the show, and we've announced her. You've announced her at the Pride parades before. She knew me when we walked up. She knew me before I introduced myself to her. She's also part of the Dancing with the Bars going on this year, raising money for the 1 in 10 group. State Senator Katie Hobbs
Hobbs. I
wondered if it was her.
has agreed to come and join us, and I'm like, I would really like you to check with
Is she aware what this will
Yeah.
do to her
Yep.
political?
Well, first of all, I said, she said, I want to come drink with you and say the C word too. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be that kind of a show. So I'm going to make sure to let everybody, well, my boyfriend, Rachel Maddow, I'm going to make sure that I let her know that State Senator Katie Hobbs is going to be with us because I want as much national media coverage
Yes.
for us.
Nicely done.
So if Katie doesn't get reelected this year, well, I don't know if is she running?
I can just see the letter now. My dearest Rachel.
I don't know.
In today's letter, I would like to let
However,
you know.
I would like
Today's letter.
Obviously, we should find out about the re-election stuff and the whole local voting thing before she comes in, because then we're gonna.
Well,
look
she
real,
already
real
knows.
fucking
She's
dumb.
already told me. She's like, I'm on board. Let's go. Let's do it.
good.
She
I'm
knows.
in,
She's
yes.
already said it.
I mean, so we don't look like bigger fucking morons.
I think
So
we should be
can
big
just, like,
morons
you
so
know.
that she can answer questions for us.
I'm
so
just
that we
glad
can-
I'm here this week.
Yeah.
And not that week, so hopefully my reputation stays intact. Thank you.
We're gonna get to your reputation in a
It's
minute.
already tarnished, honey. You walked in the door.
That's right.
I have two things. I have two things.
two?
I do. Number one, Aaron from LA is wrong. People from Minnesota do talk that way. I have proof, and I can prove that. Also, does Joe? Does he not sound like what's his face from Breakfast Club?
Who?
With what he just wrote, Joe D. I was the president of the computer club one time. Remember in Breakfast Club, and I was the head of the math club. And I was.
You remember a lot of shit I don't remember. I saw Breakfast Club. I vaguely remember it because they were all in detention.
Anthony
Well,
Michael
I'm a little
Hall.
worried because weren't there only like
Anthony
7
Michael
people in that
Hall.
whole
Yeah.
movie? Yeah.
But-
Anthony Michael Hall sits there. He goes
And
through,
what-
I was president.
And what
then
year-
I was in the physics club.
What year was that?
And I was.
What year was that movie?
Like 1986.
Okay. I'm supposed to remember 30 years ago what happened in a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't.
I know you did, Aaron, but I lived in West St. Paul.
Anywho, let's bounce back if we could to Ms. Carlson. Had you wrapped up all that you had done for your while we were away?
Oh, probably not, but I'd probably wrapped up a couple of things. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I did want to. Al was mentioning that he was swimming in the ocean with all of the wildlife and everything, and it made me think that the
All
wind
of the wildlife.
the wind blew the other day, and I felt very very daring in that I went and swam with the leaves before the pool guy came to clean the pool.
Oh,
So there's that. Swam,
okay.
I wrote down swam with leaves.
That's like it with nature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in nature.
Yeah, sure.
There were leaves all over my pool.
I'm on board.
What else do I have written down? I have written down Harry Potter because I, for the first time in a very long time, read a book in a single sitting.
I saw you post that.
Yeah.
Now, I did have a question about one of your pictures, though.
Yes.
Where you posted that.
Sure.
Did you purposely blur out the lower half of
The
that?
text, yes.
Did you really?
Yes. Geeks of all kinds are like rabid fans at times, and I certainly appreciate I'm not always able to get to things the first day, and I appreciate a lack of spoilers, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to post like a full text of a page. That's terrible. What if somebody
Right.
can't help
Right,
themselves,
right.
then reads ahead, and then that spoils their day? That sucks.
Sure.
Right.
You know, I always think for relevant television, you should give us at least 48 hours before you start posting details and, you know, give a little time. So I did. I intentionally blurred out any text that was in the photos because I was of course, live tweeting my progress through the book. And it like 3 hours and I was out. I was done. It was, and I loved it. I was a Harry Potter fan from way back and read all the books and...
Are you guys Harry Potter fans
And this
at
is the
all?
Cursed Child one, right? That
Yes.
just came out.
Yeah.
That's like a script.
It is a script. So The Cursed Child was written to be a play and is a play and opened the same day that the book came out. And the book was released. It's in script format, which I think is wonderful. Some people are going to say, well, we wish we had another novel. Mm-hmm. And I say, I already have the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in my brain. I've read all the books. I know, you know, not even from the movies who did a job of visualizing all of that for us. But even from reading all of the books, I already have that in my brain. I know what these people look like to me. So to just read the story and to just be reading the dialogue and as it goes along as a play is sufficient. Like I don't need all of the backstory and description and scenery that goes along with the novel.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I thought it was great and to the point and made it a much faster read than a novel would be, and like couldn't stop. I couldn't find a place where I was like, yeah, I can just be done for today.
Okay.
No,
And are you satisfied with it? Because I did hear that she said that's it. Harry Potter's done.
is that the end?
That's what. Yeah, I
Well-
think that was just yesterday or the day before.
The really fun thing about Harry Potter is the internet won't let it go.
Right.
So there is a lot like Star Trek and, you know, expanded universe and all of the fan fiction and all of the things that are out there with Star Trek. Harry Potter has the same thing. If you go to Pottermore, like there are short stories and essays about a wizarding school in the United States and in other countries and other times and other things. So like that world that she's created is genius and will live on beyond her for a very long time. It might be the last thing that she writes,
Right.
which I doubt. She can say that, but she said that's it when she killed Dumbledore.
I mean,
Spoiler
how many
alert,
times did
Dumbledore's
Cher say
dead.
she was going on her farewell tour, right?
Right.
If she could turn back time, she wouldn't have said that.
If she was on this show, she could time travel.
Oh, you missed that earlier. We had time travel earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did.
Damn.
But yeah, I think that's about the last thing that I talk about is, oh my God, I read a book.
Okay.
Look at that.
Very good. Marn, you traveled, it seemed like, a lot over the 4 weeks we were off.
Yeah, we did some travel. We did. Where did we go? Places. Did I write it down?
Saw some.
No,
things,
I doubt
Some
seriously.
things.
hung out with some people.
Some people. Who were
You
those?
seem like you're in
people?
California.
beers.
Seem
We're
like
I
a
had
Real Housewives.
fun.
seem like you're in California a while.
We were in. Who was I with
That was
at
at
that
the end of the
concert?
month, though. You did so much more before
Remember.
that.
Yeah, we went to California, and I thought about Jenny when we were there because Jenny is a beachcomber from what she had put in the chat room concerning like picking up the I had mentioned that I'm kind of a litter whore when it comes to I don't even care about going in, like I don't want to go in the water necessarily, but I have a little story on that. Because I get freaked out about
Were you
going
also
in the
swimming
water.
with the leaves?
Actually,
Because let me tell you, it was treacherous.
I can believe it was. But I usually I get to the beach and I get really fucking mad that people just
Trash it? Literally.
Yes, literally. There's trash everywhere,
You
and
missed the whole story about the trash cans in San Diego. I
That's
mean, you
true.
would've-
Oh, she'd seen
And
the,
we saw
love that
tractors
story.
that scooped
Oh
things
no
up.
no
We saw
no!
wonderful
We've been in
things.
San Diego and
Did
done
you
that
see?
like the last
You
couple
saw
of
this
places.
picture
I did
on her
and it was
Facebook.
fantastic.
I think that's
Yeah.
the
Not fun.
cutest thing.
It is.
Yeah.
No, but this the other beaches that we've been to, some other beaches up by Santa Cruz and some other places have been awful.
So,
Just
yeah, some of
awful.
them aren't as well kept.
Yeah.
Like among our truck watching was, a tractor that pulls a big beachcomber and all kinds of things. There were very many, lots of trucks.
Yeah, and it was just
Lots of trash.
really just bothers me. But this was gorgeous. It was so gorgeous. I did it. Yeah, we were in Newport Beach, and it was beautiful, beautiful. We stayed at not a bed and breakfast,
Airbnb.
and that did not go well.
Oh, it
Really?
didn't.
No,
And it was
did
right on
not
the
go well.
beach too.
Uh-huh.
You guys
'Cause
were so
mine was
excited.
wonderful.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. Well, it was clean and it was this and this, but it was. We shouldn't bitch about these first world things, but it was just fucking hot. There was absolutely no AC and
no
no
AC.
fans, and they had a gas, like a 1930s gas stove. So you walked in, and I was like, "Thank Jesus, I don't smoke anymore," because we would have just blown sky high. It was just this. It was awful. But aside from that,
Did you review them appropriately?
we did. We actually let them know.
But she lived
because
next door, right? Didn't
she
the owner?
supposedly?
Oh,
supposedly.
Yeah. All right.
But we got in the shower and not we. That anyway.
I was wondering how you
No,
were
no,
going to
no.
correct that. Like all of a sudden, an insight to Marnie that I know she's not comfortable with.
No.
Let it go, Elsa.
Because,
And we got in the
and
shower.
You can tell that was just a slip because I'm not that embarrassed. Anyway, so we get in there because like you get in the shower after you're all sandy, you're all like sunburnt, and the water, it wasn't water pressure, it was one stream
like a
that came out.
needle.
Oh Jesus! It was like pelting,
Yeah.
and it was
Oh.
painful, and you had to like figure out a way to take a shower to not get injured
And diffuse the water off of the. Yeah. I'm surprised you don't travel with CLR so you could have soaked the shower
You
head.
have no idea. I had WD-40 with me, but
I
that
would've.
was about it. You
Yeah.
know.
Did that property have a lot of reviews prior to you?
It did,
going
and
there?
good ones. Yeah. So
Just not
we
that one
didn't-
room.
Right. We sent
Evidently, the people never showered. They just went. in the
Wait,
water.
Oh,
maybe
good
maybe.
point.
Could happen.
The ocean's right there. Why
Right.
do you
It's
need a
right there,
shower?
right.
for?
Why do you need to
But
shower?
we
And
sent
it's an exfoliator because it's got
We
salt in
sent
it. So why shower?
Exactly. But we did. We reviewed it, and the woman was fantastic about it. Aaron gave like some little hints, like maybe for $20 you could go get a new shower head that wouldn't,
Sure.
hurt people.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I am not a go in the ocean person. I have water
with you.
shoes. I have
Me
water
too.
shoes for my pool. Like I don't go. There are a lot of weird things for me, and I decided. This is gonna sound so stupid to you guys, but I don't even fucking care. I decided to kind of throw caution to the wind because Erin is starting or just started this week at high school. Like she's teaching high school now.
Right.
Did classes
so-
start for her already?
Next week.
Okay.
But she
back.
was nervous about it, and it's a big thing. I mean, going from elementary and middle school and now doing high school. So I thought, well, if she can do that, if she can like be that brave, then I can go in this damn ocean. It'll be fine. And I didn't even just go in the ocean. I was like out there. Like,
Yeah.
it was pretty fucking wild. I got kind of scared.
Did you see Al? That's the question. I
No.
wanna know. Okay.
Actually, I was starting to swim toward him. Katerina. No, we did not. We did not. We went whale watching again, and I don't just mean like I was in the shower looking in the mirror. Oh, look at that. But
Woman
it was
overboard. She's wearing an
fantastic.
evening dress, sir.
That's two overboard references, same show. I enjoy it.
Because there's ocean swimming. Like, what else are you gonna do?
And to go back to litter, there was litters of dolphins everywhere. And it was amazing.
Is that the right word?
Wow.
I have no fucking idea.
I think
but
there's
it
schools.
sounded fantastic.
Marnie's a little
Schools.
sassy.
I think dolphins are
Season
very
5.
scholarly.
I was going to say den.
Season
only for the
5, Marnie's
alliteration,
pissed.
She has ocean water. all over
Oh
it.
God.
It was,
Dear
oh,
Google.
it was absolutely.
No, I
What
think you're right. I
do
think
you
it's school.
call a group
I think it's a
of
school of
dolphins?
dolphins.
Yeah,
I would
it
say.
could be. I like litter. It's a
But
litter.
I appreciated the segue of Tim.
A litter of pork pie.
Yeah.
Oh, none of the above.
Oh.
A group of dolphins is called a pod.
Oh.
There you have it.
That does sound
What if they have a
Yeah.
cast?
Yeah,
Podcast.
nice.
Or
I
an
like
eye.
it.
Do they want an iPod? I don't know.
Very nice.
Has everyone in my life just decided to speak only in dad jokes? What is happening?
The only
I don't
other
think
thing
Tim Kaine
that
taking over.
the only other thing that we did, just very quickly,
Yeah.
the only other thing we did was
We have lots of
there
time.
were there were two gentlemen that we adore.
I thought you were going to say adopted.
Well,
Well, for the night,
If they
the night,
resembled
maybe.
lost
I would say
dogs,
yeah.
they did.
for the night maybe, but we went to see the what are they called?
The Dixie Chicks.
Yes, that's right. The Dixie Chicks
The Dixie Chicks.
with Bootsy
This one, yes.
and Buddy Early. We
Ah.
had so much fun. It was just one.
And that was right here in our town, right here in Phoenix,
It
Arizona.
was outside at an outdoor pavilion when it's only 110 degrees out.
Exactly.
Mm.
And thank God for Daniel Ray knowing people because we moved down.
We did.
I thought when
We
I
snuck
got the
into the good-
tickets
better seats.
that they were under the pavilion part and that they were by the fans.
Okay.
No, they weren't good for me.
Lesson
She tried
learned.
though.
Lesson learned.
learned.
Wait,
Yes.
way to do your research. my
Yeah.
friend.
Well, I really thought that I had. Like I looked at it didn't fucking matter. So we moved down because
I
Daniel
had
Ray
some
knew a
friends who were
couple
there.
people.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the seats next to them were open, so
Yes.
it worked
and
out.
It was really a wonderful concert. A lot of fun. Gabby Giffords was up on stage.
She was.
Yeah,
Along with her husband.
Her
Right.
husband.
During the
Well, she really
encore.
doesn't do any appearance without Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
it
were
was
up there
really
for the last
neat.
song with the heart rainbow flag inside the heart. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, it was really neat up there. She was playing the tambourine.
She was.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah,
girl.
she was up there playing the tambourine.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
sweet.
It was really cool. I didn't notice
Somebody
it. Was
posted
it
a picture.
Aaron did.
Oh yeah, Aaron posted
I think
a picture.
Aaron did. Buddy
Let's see if we
did.
can find
I
it.
believe. I have a couple of them, but it was nice. And for those of you that aren't familiar with Ms. Gabby Giffords, she was also. Did you see her at the
DNC. I did. That was I thought it was fantastic.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. But she was the congresswoman that was shot in Tucson.
Right.
I'll be damned.
A few years ago.
Oh, is that a
by-
picture of her doing it?
Yeah, check your
Yeah.
messages and just.
I will do. I will.
Oh, you already found it. All right, easy.
Yes, and
Fastest fingers
so
in the chat room.
it was really wonderful, really wonderful. It was a great concert, and to be with the two lovely gentlemen was a fantastic evening.
We had a
It was
great
very
time.
nice.
Where did you send it? Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Took a second to get there.
Yeah, if you click the link, it'll go through to the full resolution.
That's really weird. It's not showing up on that one. Good times. Where?
Excellent radio.
That's funny. It's not showing up here.
Good times.
Even if you
great
click on the
oldies.
link,
I don't. It doesn't even show that I've got a message from you.
that's weird. On the Facebooks.
Yes, on the Facebooks.
Yeah, 3 cheers for Gabby. Absolutely, she was. And
I
did you see her at
on
the
my phone? It
DNC?
shows it, but it's
Oh. I
not
did
showing
see
it
her
on
at the DNC.
Facebook. That's really what's weird.
Refresh.
This isn't my first fucking day.
Well, in this
Oh,
studio it is.
you missed me a lot.
No, it's not. I've been in the studio for
Oh,
weeks
that's
working
true.
on this shit.
That's right.
I didn't say it was all going to work. My God.
I'm pretty sure the title of this show is Clayton McKee missed Kat Carlson a great deal.
Yeah,
You should write that down.
It's-
She was Jenny. You know, as
Number
Jenny,
269.
as
Clayton missed cat. I'll know what that means.
A lot.
Oh, a lot. All right.
A lot.
You might
yeah.
underline lot
That's-
like 3
that's-
times. Yeah.
Sure.
It's 2 words. Yeah, as Jenny points out in the chat room, that Gabby was shot in the head. So the recovery, they absolutely thought that she had died.
Yeah.
And for her to get up there at the DNC, I thought was fantastic when she said, "It's hard for me sometimes it's hard for me to speak, or it's hard for
Sure.
me to
I
get
was
my
thrilled.
point across or
I was
something.
thrilled when the first shot. I didn't see Mark standing at the podium, and when she walked across that stage alone, I was like, fantastic. I was so thrilled just to see that.
Yeah.
And then she got up and did her all brief, but that takes a lot for her to do that. But I thought that was just still fantastic. Fan-flippin-tastic.
Yeah, so it was really fun to see her in those two really different roles, but very very out and present and supportive as she has always been. So that was really wonderful.
That's good.
The end.
Oh, I have. Hang on, I do have it. It's
Tambourine photo.
the picture right there. In the black shirt with the tambourine in her hand is Gabby Giffords. Right next to her is husband. Mark Kelly, who has the twin brother who's still on this the International Space Station, isn't he? Or is he
just
already
came
down?
back.
I thought it came
Just
home.
He already came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he spent the year in space.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, that's
And
cool.
some of those
And-
pictures are
and-
amazing, and they're still out there. If you're on any social media and you look for hashtag a year in space,
Okay.
you get a
I
lot
haven't
of his
seen any of
photos.
them.
Yeah, go on
Okay.
Instagram and look that up because it's amazing.
Okay.
That's very,
I would
very
love
cool.
that.
And that was Dixie Chicks. Where was it? At the what pavilion?
At
Auction.
Auction. Got it.
One of those pavilions named
Yeah,
after
one-
our casinos here in
crickets,
Arizona.
something.
Now, a lot of people, we all in this room, except you really just met Kat earlier.
Yes.
I've known you for many years, like 12 to 15.
No, we probably met in the late 90s.
Okay, so longer than that.
Yeah.
Math is not required on
17,
this
18
show.
years, I'm guessing.
Now, obviously, Marn knows you. Listeners really only know you from the chat room of late because you've been in the chat room since you moved back. Really, because you moved back to Phoenix. You really
Back to Midtown.
back to Midtown, right?
Yes.
So aside from being friends of ours for ever and ever and ever, or for me, what you work for a company out of Chicago. You lived in Chicago for 3 years.
9 years.
I knew it was a multiple.
Again, math's not your strong
He's
suit.
not going to remember the a lot.
It was
By the way, I'm
really?
just telling you that.
Point of order.
It was 9 years.
Yes,
The new title of the
2000.
show is Clayton Can't Do Math.
Point of order. I would like to move that we nominate Clayton McKee in charge of all math today. Is there a second?
Please do that. Can we
Holy
please?
shit.
I'm only half done with this cocktail.
Have
9
another.
years? You were there 9 years?
I was there 9 years, yes, from late 2004 to 2013.
It didn't seem that long to me.
Well, time flies.
But
And
you
still
also,
saw me a lot,
but you
'cause
also
I was
were
back a
you
lot.
were here a
Yeah.
lot because you have family and a business here and all this other stuff. So you still work for the company out of Chicago. What is it you do?
I am on the support team for a headhunter for the world's largest recruiting company in the world.
I actually thought, again, me being wrong, I actually thought you worked for a school. I thought you
used to when I lived here.
No, I know, but I thought you worked for a college and you did some sort of a support for something to do with a college back there. And honest to God, that's what I thought you did.
Nope. I work for the world's largest recruiting company.
So one of your jobs is you have to be up at the crack of whatever.
I am on Chicago hours, so
Right.
yes, I work at 6 o'clock in the morning. Lucky
Right.
me. Yep, 6 to 2:30.
But I love the fact that they permitted him to keep his job. It's all internet. He does it all remotely, and you get to live where you want to live. I think that's
I
fantastic.
think it's
Yeah,
great.
it's a great gig. I cannot complain
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
So you do that. You do.
So I support him. We essentially are retained by clients to find chief financial officers for Fortune 1000 companies.
Oh, okay.
In one sentence is essentially what he does, and I'm on the support team. So
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah.
I love that. And you recently moved to a brand new apartment in Midtown, which
I
is
did. Yes,
fantastic.
I'm back in the neighborhood, which is very exciting. Very close to everyone again after living not quite as far as Anthem, but like 32nd Street in Beardsley, which
the
is
worst.
way out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Midtown is very exciting. Very happy to be back.
And we love to have you because I get to see you more often
You
because
do.
now
You
you'll
see me all
now
the
you'll
time
just
now.
Uber the few blocks here and there and come join us and have a beverage. I
Yeah,
enjoy
it's
that.
great. No, it's great.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Just one of the best, funniest guys.
Oh,
Just
you're
love.
just too
love,
kind.
love.
All right. I've still got to update you on what the hell I've been doing. We're going to take a little crossover. We're going to come back. Somebody's going to give us a drinking word. I'm not sure who it's going to be or what it's going to be. We'll figure that one out in a minute.
I'm pretty sure it's math, but I mean,
Yeah, right? 1 + 1.
Coming up, I'm going to tell you what I've been up to. Also, headlines are coming up with Marnie and myself, and then we've got a whole show to do. So if you do, stick around with us. We're going to go all the way to 10 o'clock, I think. We'll figure it out. It's the show. It's Q Talk America Season 5. This time, it's personal. We'll be right back.
You've been listening to The Show on Q Talk America. This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. The show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's The Show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio.
Oh my God.
Clayton McKee.
Hi, everybody. We are back. It's what you don't hear off the air is the funny part. Cat Carlson just said something about if we were in college, we'd be getting our chapter.
We'd be getting our charter revoked.
Oh my God, that was funny. Well, I guess in light of the fact that we're going to do a drinking word, I think we should probably have we should probably play the disclaimer. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that. So let's do something. How the hell am I going to do this? It's new software. I'm learning it. Oh, wait, I have to play it off of this too. God, there's so many fucking things I have to do.
You're very busy.
Oh,
Click and turn.
You
and
have
twist
no
and
idea.
Kick and heels.
With everything. In heels? Sure. Why not?
You quit wearing heels.
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
Good for you. They're bad for your feet.
Oh, they are.
That's my excuse for not wearing them for 20 years.
And I get you. All right, let's do this. It's the drinking disclaimer. It goes like this. Or it doesn't.
Or
Or if I click twice. Come on. There we go.
I say I can almost
And
recite
now,
it.
a
There
drink
you go,
along.
Dorothy.
We dare you to stay awake during this royalty-free music and to play a drinking game with us. If you are currently or soon to be driving a car, you cannot play. If you are presently the primary caregiver for children and or the elderly, you may desperately want to play, but no. If you are listening from a rehab facility, you are disqualified because you already hit bottom. And that means you already won this game at least once. If playing this game is in any way illegal for you, put the bottle down and make better life choices. There is no good in your goodbye, and there is no lifeguard on duty, so you will be swimming at your own risk. Tell your lawyer to take the fucking day off. You can't sue us. We warned you. Good luck.
Well, I think there have been some fine suggestions, but I would like to submit for your consideration the drinking word biscuit. And here's why.
We are going to need some explanation for this. Thank you.
Here's why.
Smoking a charter?
Now, I'm sure we could go to the live shot, and it would be a bustling place, but I work at a bar called Cobalt locally
Hang on,
here
we're
in
going to
town.
check. Let's go look see right now. And Cobalt. Oh, look at that. No.
The light looks like the rain has stopped.
I like how it's daylight anytime. Anytime, day or night. It's daylight
8
at the
o'clock at
Cobalt.
night.
Lighting.
but-
It's all lighting.
Yes.
We have good lighting. In any event, that's where I work.
Yes.
And I work with a very, very nice young man named Brian. And he's just, tall and cute and young and just really agreeable to all of the harassment and hazing that I inflict upon him because I can.
Sure.
And so
Okay.
So as these things happen very organically, one Saturday night we're at work and our friend Michael Emery from the Bunkhouse stops by, has a little drink after work, and he sits down and Brian says to him, "Hi Michael, how are you?" And Michael looks up and says, "Hi Biscuit, how are you?" And I heard this with my spidey senses. I could sense
Spidey senses.
I could sense an amazing phenomenon about to happen.
Oh.
And I honed in on that and I said, "That is amazing." Henceforth I dubbed thee Biscuit. And so then fast forward 2 days.
I dubbed the biscuit.
Well, I did.
All of a sudden we're Shakespeare. Here. I dubbed the biscuit.
It reminds me of I christened this Barbie camper Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Similar. Very similar.
Yes.
Hopefully you didn't whack him on the side of the head with a champagne bottle, but whatever.
So
Part of the hazing.
Not being one to let go of a running joke, I decided to reinforce said nickname by I called it a family meeting, but really just gathering the most obnoxious group of former, current, and possibly future bar employees
Okay.
to just drink on a Monday afternoon when Biscuit happened to be working. Poor boy. Right. And so, and then as things happen, we know that, many fun and random props can be found in a bar.
Yes.
You just go dig around in the DJ booth for a while and there's amazing things will be found. And so we decided to make it a little bit of a fun drinking game or a game show, so that anytime someone said biscuit,
Oh,
there goes the bell. Right.
There you go, right.
So
So you're
very
saying everybody got bombed.
Oh yeah. Loaded. Then the evening relief bartender came in and took the bell away and spoiled the party and scattered everyone. But
that sucks.
Wow.
that does suck.
What the hell is up with that?
But not to be
asshole.
deterred and having internet access, I immediately went to Amazon.com.
I love party. I'm loving this story.
First and foremost, I noticed that there are a number of apps that you can put on your phone to make said bell sound. You
Yeah.
don't even need a damn bell.
It's not even, but it's not as fun as
No.
whacking this son of a bitch over the head.
So I may have been mildly intoxicated, installed an app on my
Oh.
phone.
Shut up.
She
Yeah,
has the app.
I have the app. Installed the app on my phone and then screamed towards the building where Killjoy was working now and said, "You can't steal our joy." Ding. As I ring my bell.
Well, can you ring? Well, ring it on the phone. What's it do?
Oh, wait,
Does it sound the same? Literally.
It does sound the same.
Stand
It
by.
sounds-
Oh, it's a higher
It's a
pitch.
slightly higher pitch.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
and
a very clean.
It is.
It's the Mariah Carey of internet bells.
And the original discovered bell, the original just
It
in-house
seemed
bell,
like it was a tiny
it
bell.
was a very small bell. Yeah, it
Almost
was
a
very small.
biscuit. What? Oh!
Yes. Yeah, just a little
I
biscuit
just
of a bell.
caught that. There you go.
And so again, not to be deterred, and now I have basically an enemy in this game as well. Now I have an opponent.
A nemesis.
Right, now I have an opponent. So then I noticed that Amazon.com will sell me a bell just like this for about $2 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought 10.
I love that. I love it.
I carry one with me at all times.
Well, you
Have a
should
good
always.
night, Aaron.
You should always.
Bring my own bell.
Now the mistake I made when I bought the bells,
Have
and I
Vegas
remember
fun.
years ago when I made the decision to buy bells,
Mm-hmm.
I remember Al thinking that it was the worst idea ever
It's
that I could
so
have
much
ever
fun.
could have come up with. Well, on eBay, I made the mistake when I bought the bells. I bought them just like, oh, that's the cheapest thing. I wanted 4 or 5 or however many I bought. I forget. And then buy it now, ship, boom, boom. Well, I didn't realize that they were coming literally on a slow boat from China. So, like, it took 6 fucking weeks to get the bells here.
Mine took 3 days.
But once they got here, it was
All hell breaks
joy.
loose. Yeah.
And Al realized it's the best thing ever.
It really does bring a lot of joy. So then Biscuit went out of town. For you people who are not playing well, hit the bell. There.
Bootsy, hit your bell. Hit your bell.
Word of the week thing. I'm so
Hit
stressed.
your bell,
okay.
Bootsy.
It's going to be
hold
okay.
it right here.
It's
No,
a-
hit
it's a
the
fun
bell
game.
now.
Oh,
Thank
got
you.
it. Okay, I'm focused.
It's not Family Feud. Survey says. Jesus Christ. We're going to get to headlines any minute, people. Just
No,
let
no.
me, I'll tell you.
Settle down. Well, I'm almost done.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
We're going to get through this drinking fucking word.
So then Biscuit proceeds
me.
to go out of town on vacation into a wedding and things for 2 weeks. And so then I had 2 weeks to prepare the community at large.
I feel like I now need to go to Cobalt.
You do at any
need to
at
be
any
in on
time. I'm there
this.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Perfect.
Actually, if you want to just chart out where you're... Oh, wait. I did the wrong thing. Stand by. If you want to just chart out where you're going to sit, you could just use this map. That you can sit outside at the high tops. You can sit at the bar.
biscuit.
Where you see that bar mat that says Tito's, that's often where Kat is.
I'm often right there.
Right there,
And that's
yes.
true.
There you go.
So I educated the community at large. I have the new bells. We've trained all the people. You know, social media was a great help in creating curiosity and excitement.
Oh, my God.
So he came back this last weekend.
Oh. And how did that go?
So very joyous. Strangers love this game. A friend of mine, a boozy mom friend of mine, happened to be out on a date with her husband and like wandered into my bar because the babysitter was staying until midnight. So they go to dinner and they come wandering in. They're
you
like,
do.
"Hey, we're here," and I'm like, "Fuck yeah!"
Fuck yeah!
Yeah. And so now I have, for the community's enjoyment, I have 2 bells at the bar.
The community's enjoyment.
And and of course I explain the rules of the game to everyone.
Yes.
And so then my brilliant friend, turns out there's a song in the karaoke catalog called and about
You can ring
biscuits.
my bell.
Oh, no.
No, about
Okay.
biscuits.
Biscuits.
Okay.
Yes, I'd never heard it before. It seemed very country. It was something
It does
about
seem like a
it was
country.
something about mind your own biscuits and make your own gravy were like literally lyrics in this song. But I, like a champion,
Is it a Toby Keith song? That kind of sounds
I
like
thi- I-
it.
Sure
doesn't
sounds
it?
like it, yeah.
I don't even know. I can look it up if you're really interested.
Not really.
'cause I know
No,
you're not. Right.
I'm just
I feel
trying to
a
get
Biscuit
through.
playlist
I'm just trying to
coming
get through
on,
this story
yeah.
now.
Yeah. But at this point, now I feel like it's just a gift to the community. A very fun game to play at Cobalt. So please stop by anytime, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm in danger. I'm in fear for my bells being in danger, so I do remove them.
No,
when
by
I'm
all
at
means.
work.
No, I
Of
agree
course.
with you.
I feel like much like Harry Potter, this will live far beyond
Far
cats.
Yes,
beyond.
yes.
It will
I
continue on without her. She's
can
Well,
only
created
hope.
and has
What'll
now
eventually
set it free in
now-
the
I can
world.
only hope that this is part of my grand
can
legacy.
I'm going to ask a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
You feel
Please
free
do.
to feel free to answer
Please do.
if you want, and I understand if you don't.
Yes.
The person who left town for 2 weeks,
Yes.
Biscuit himself. Is this somebody that you are? How do I put this? Do you like this person?
Very much.
Oh,
Very
okay.
much.
All right,
And
all right.
actually,
She
there
wouldn't
was
waste her time.
So
with
I was
any
thinking-
kind of a game if she
No,
didn't like
but
the
what I was
person.
thinking was with what Bootsy just said with regards to how long this is going to last in time.
Right.
I was thinking that are we going to drive this one out of town because he's just going to get fucking over it and done. I'm like, I'm quitting. I'm done. I hate you people.
You know
I'm
what?
out.
He's number one. He's not going to be in the industry for life. He's going to nursing school. He's a young kid doing what
he's
young
Al.
kids do. Right.
All right.
So he's just working his way through school. A couple of part-time jobs, and one of them happens to be fun and us.
He's not any of us who've been in the bar industry forever.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Gotcha.
He's not me, who's figuring maybe 10 more years, and then I'll figure out something else to do with my
Sure.
life.
Sure.
Why not?
Because the podcast is paying so much.
Yeah.
I feel like my knees are going to hang out at least that
I
long.
can't wait for
Right,
those royalty
right.
checks. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aren't we all?
But I was accused of bullying, and well, I get it. And to
And a hush falls over the crowd.
to calm
She's a
anyone's
biscuit baiter.
to calm anyone's concerns, the day after the game, was created, came to life.
Right.
Really, it has a life of
It
its
has a
own.
life.
A
yeah.
life. Of
I
its
did. I
own.
did. I contacted him and I said, "Hey, here's the thing. Like, I mean this in love, and if you don't feel that it's that way, then it'll stop immediately.
Sure.
Like, I don't want you to feel like this is any kind of a threatening thing or like this is anything terrible. This is, I have a really fucked up family, and this is how we show our love.
Right.
I have a
Yeah.
really.
And all
fucked
of these
up
other people also
That's
come
fair.
from fucked up places, and so this is just.
So we've all come together.
We've found each other, and now this is how we show our love. And he was very much like, yeah. Like, I get it. He loves it. You can even see on his face that he kind of loves it. He's rolling his eyes and complaining about it, but you can see that he loves it. So it's a very fun game.
Every
So,
time somebody ordered a drink, did they say, "Hey, Biscuit, I need
Yes.
it." Oh,
yes.
gotcha.
It's
pressed it.
very, very fun when alcohol
Okay.
is added.
And is
Oh.
he there on the same nights you are, or
He's there with me on a Friday and a Saturday.
Friday and a Saturday?
Yeah.
All right. Mental note.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very.
So that's my
nice.
extremely lengthy, to make up for the fact that I probably have no material for later, story about the drinking word.
Is that what we're doing? We're
have
dragging
a-
already.
we-
It's
we
only
have enough.
8:20.
We have enough.
I'm sure we have plenty to
Yeah.
talk about.
I appreciate the preemptive strike against your upcoming segment. I really do. I really
I've
do.
decided to sabotage my own timeline.
Sorry. And that's appreciated too, because I mean, otherwise we're gonna sabotage it, so it doesn't really matter. Bootsy, I wanted.
Isn't that delightful?
I was gonna show you these
That's
because
real
I don't
loud.
recall if you had
Oh,
seen these
put it farther
pictures.
away.
Remember a couple weeks ago, we were at Stacy's for what was the event?
Was it the Pulse event?
No, before that. Was it Stacy's anniversary party?
His birthday.
Was this
Yes.
was that? I didn't know if you had seen these pictures or
I
not.
had. Yeah, you
Oh,
actually
is that
pointed.
nice?
Yeah, so there's
You pointed me to the direction of the Facebook page because
There's-
I think Randy took them, right?
Randy Bingham
Randy,
did. Yes,
yes.
our friend Randy Bingham
Yep.
took those pictures of us,
He
and
always takes the nicest pictures.
he
of
does.
me.
He's fantastic.
What good photos.
Yeah, those are good. Ed
Yeah, I'm
Schomer.
pretty sure that was
Ed
Stacy's
Schomer in the
birthday.
blue shirt behind me. I'm not sure who the gentleman is with the lint Ven shirt. I don't know who the hell that is. But apparently he felt close enough to us to take the picture.
He was
He
close by.
seems lovely.
Actually,
Ed Schomer is the funniest person in that blue shirt. He's the funniest
I
person.
do love me some Ed. I
He
don't
is
see
the
him very
one.
often.
He is the one that a couple years ago we were at San Diego Pride at our client's bar Flicks out in San Diego, and he was wasted and decided
Like you do.
He was wasted and decided he was going to monitor the door of this bar. The staff didn't realize that he was monitoring the door, but he decided he was going to be monitoring the door and all the comings and goings of the people. And somebody blew past him and brushed against him just right and hit his leg, and he screamed at them that it was a prosthetic. And he walked around and limped for like 10 minutes, trying to convince him that it was a prosthetic leg, and it was just hilarious to watch. very, very funny
That
stuff.
is-
That's good.
It was good times for me, good times for everybody.
Good times had by all.
Oh my God, Marty Ryer.
Yeah.
Do you have anything? Are you ready to go?
I have so much shit that's what I'm going through. Right
Okay, so here we go. It's you know what I didn't do? Hang on. What was that?
Is that who that is?
What is?
The picture.
No.
No?
Let me see.
No.
you
There's
sure?
no way in hell. You know what I forgot
the
to
other guy
tell
in the
you?
picture?
I forgot to tell you what I've done for the past few weeks, and it crosses over with some things that this man has done. In addition to obviously moving us back into this studio, taking 4 weeks off, doing a whole lot of things here and there, I was very happy to be involved in an event that started being planned many weeks ago, called United for Pulse. It was held at a bar. The pictures I just showed you of Daniel Ray and I, it's a bar that you hear us talk about all the time. He was a guest on the show some time ago and made some interesting remarks.
Yeah.
Stacy Lewis, who owns Stacy's at Melrose, which is a bar here in the gay district, Phoenix, the Melrose district. He decided after the tragedy at Orlando, he decided he wanted to do something. He started his own foundation called, I think it's actually called Stacy's Foundation, where he is raising money and continues to support education and people who are affected by either domestic violence, any violence at all, whether it be domestic or if you're in a bar, any kind of a violence against the LGBT community. But he chose to do, he wanted to do, this is what he told me. He goes, I want to do a telethon like MDA does. I'm like, calm down. Calm your tits. We're not Jerry Lewis. We can't pull all of that.
Thank God somebody
off.
else mentioned that.
All of that off.
I may have Jerry Lewis it.
So we did what we did was a live stream webcast on Saturday the 25th, I think it was, of July. 9 hours from the bar. It was back-to-back entertainment. It really did. It was quite a feat to make happen. A lot of people. Joe DeGanzik was involved. He was there doing. I forget. I think he was actually technical director and doing all of the live shots on the video switcher. I think. But it was an amazing event. What I didn't realize in the meetings up before that, Stacy kept talking about people from Pulse, and he kept referring to them, and I was with the assumption they were going to be live via satellite with us. Oh no, he flew them in.
Oh, wow.
There were two people from Pulse, Nima, who is the entertainment director and who created the Latin night that actually the tragedy happened on, Latin night, and another one named Bobby, who was one of the bartenders. He used to be a manager years ago, and he left for a while and then came back, and now he's a bartender. Those two gentlemen were there with us. Meeting them was quite emotional. And then during the event, between all the different numbers, there were auctions, there were all kinds of things. There was a video that was put together, I believe by the HRC. Maybe I'm incorrect on that, but it was a lot of Hollywood celebrities, and there were 49 celebrities that they all talked about each individual person. I had not seen the video before. They showed it in the bar. Nima had not seen it, and Nima knew all 49 people, knew all of them. And I introed the video and then stepped off stage. The video played in the bar. It played on the webcast. And I was just a wreck when it was over. I mean, I had not seen it. It was crazy emotional. And then you realize the age ranges of those people, and you realize that all of those lives are just snuffed out. They're just gone. So I then had to go back on stage following that, and I'm just bawling. And I get on stage, I'm like, how do you follow that? I'm just crying. And Nima stands up from the audience and walks over and just hugs me on stage. It was insane. It was just a crazy thing to be there for such a thing, but to have somebody who went through it, literally was there and went through it, to stand there with you and support you. It was nuts to me. It was a very weird feeling. He said that one of the things that happened was after it all happened, he woke up one morning and on his door was a little heart, a little felt heart with a little tag. A bunch of kids in the neighborhood had got together, and they were going door to door, and they were putting little hearts on doorknobs of houses for people. Well, he got with those kids, and he got that group together, and he raised a bunch of money, and those kids are making hearts right and left, and they're giving them out to everybody. And he gave me one of them. He gave me this heart, and I know you probably can't really see this much. It's a little felt heart with stuffing, and it has a little card. Love is free, and so are these hearts. Hang a heart, love is love, children making a difference with love. And it has a little mission statement back there, and it has made by Bella, whoever the little kid was, Bella.
God, I love
but
that.
Nima gave this to me. He had 50 with him that he brought, and I just thought it was just the coolest thing to me. Quite emotional. day, a long day to be live on the air with everything that was happening. But we did over 20. At this last time I talked to Stacy, it was $21,000.
Oh wow!
Which was very very cool. 9
Wonderful.
hours. That was just nuts. It was a crazy long day. That was the biggest thing I've done as far as charity work or hosting an event since we were off the air. But moving here,
How wonderful!
a lot of things have changed in the world. I feel so much better being in this room. It feels better, even with the technical errors. It feels right.
You did a
Well, I mean, it
fantastic
wouldn't
job.
be a show.
It wouldn't be our show.
Right.
It wouldn't be our show
Right.
without that.
It wouldn't be the show.
And you were correct. That video that you were talking about was HRC, and it was also Ryan Murphy.
Ryan Murphy,
was a
that
part
is,
of it.
you are correct. Yeah. But that, if you haven't seen it, just Google HRC Ryan Murphy video for Orlando Pulse, and it's a phenomenal video. It's 18 minutes, I think, but it's just great, and it's just a great video. There's not much else I can say about it. Marnie, you ready to take off on this and see if we can pull it off?
Sure.
All right, here we go. We are, an hour and a half into the show, and we're just getting to headlines. Stand by. Here it is. Headlines on a Tuesday night. It's the 2nd of August, 2016. Here we go. Where's my cursor? I need it right here. It is Hillary's hot secret weapon.
Strippers for the dead.
University of North Texas gets it absolutely right.
Another mechanophile in the headlines.
Woman claims sexual assault.
Ann Coulter still a cunt.
You got the wrong guy.
Joe Arpaio, say goodnight.
And who's that mannequin you're sleeping with? These and other stories I'm sure to come on this first day back, season 5. This time, it's personal.
This is my favorite part. This is so exciting to me.
This is so exciting.
It's literally like watching Wimbledon. It's just back and forth.
It is.
Oh, you wait. You think it's exciting now?
It's like Crossfire, but fun.
I like still like
different.
I got technical things, technical fuck ups, whatever. It's like Crossfire but fun. How old are you? You remember Crossfire?
I'm older than I look, Clayton
You're only
McKee.
30 something.
I'm 22. Thank you for that.
What shows that a technical? Zero.
Zero.
I actually was gonna hang that sign over here. I still
That's
may.
a good call.
I still may.
No, we need to be using the green screen, I think.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
gonna
not
need
for the
some sort of
technical.
graphic. Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
It's a
you
challenge
can
to
do that.
create it every time. Actually, you know what I can do? I can take a picture of the sign and put
Yeah.
it and superimpose
And
it
just do
over
that.
it,
Oh my goodness,
and have a
that's
shot just ready.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marnie, I don't know if you
Have you ever gotten to one? It's always at
Yes.
0. Oh, you
No,
did.
we got to
oh, you
one,
did get it at 1. Okay.
But nobody changed the sign.
Marnie, I don't know. Marnie, do you realize we've got the green screen back? But show us where it's
Oh, there it
raining
is.
now. It's raining.
Somewhere like here.
Show us on the map where they touched you.
Further South Dakota.
Do we have that? Yes.
Here.
And then she can show us downtown if she where's it raining.
Okay. No,
Oh, see, there's no rain here.
it was to the east.
Right. But at
Rain's over there.
but at night you can't really tell where it's raining.
I love it.
This is where we will keep the refugees.
Like they did
Like in
New
Katrina.
Orleans,
Yeah,
right? right.
it.
Like in Louisiana. That was a shit show. You know, I worked for a property insurance company at that time.
Oh God.
The worst.
Oh my God.
8 months of my life before I,
can
quit that
believe
job.
Oh, let's move on with what we now are calling the Wimbledon of headlines, back and forth. Well, the Democratic National Convention was full of special appearances and inspiring speeches, some of which you may have heard at another convention. No, different convention. But there's still one very important DNC guest that we really need to discuss. And in case you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm going to show you a picture because I can. Does anybody know who the guy circled is? Who that is in that picture? And
yes.
I'll show you another picture. It's this guy with the arrow right there. You know?
Yes.
You know? You do you?
It's
I
some
think
white guy
so.
looking at
I
Bill
think I've
Clinton's
seen the
ass.
pictures.
That is Hillary Clinton's
Yes.
wildly hot nephew. His name?
Oh, is that Barbara Boxer's son?
No, it's Roger Clinton's
Shut up.
son. Tyler
yeah.
Clinton was spotted giving his aunt a hug, a congratulatory hug and a kiss after her speech on Thursday night, and the internet immediately went to work digging to find out who the hell
Sure.
that boy was. Well, let me show you
We'll
some
put
pictures.
a hot boy on TV, and the gays are going to find out who he is.
Oh, well, and when you see the pictures,
The
you'll know
results-
we hit the jackpot.
The results are actually a little bit better than expected of who this young man is. Shirtless modeling photos of the young man, who was found to be the son of Bill Clinton's half-brother, Roger Clinton Jr., quickly surfaced. The photos of the 18-year-old in just a pair of jeans were taken by photographer Adina Doria and had Twitter users thirsting for more. Here's the first one. That's the first one of the boy. And here's the second one that I was able to pull up. Yeah. So if you weren't
Is he even old enough to vote
eight-
there?
18. Oh, there? I don't know how old that is.
Barely. Oh, he's 18 now?
He's 18, according to this. Hillary Clinton's nephew, Tyler, will make you want to vote Democrat all the way down the ballot, wrote one user after discovering these photos.
Leave his ballot out of
Wait,
it.
young
we're not going to
Clinton-
start talking about the dangling Chad again,
The-
are we? I mean,
well-
wasn't that 2000?
What was his
That was
name?
a long time ago. Let it go.
The young
Also.
Clinton reportedly just graduated from Loyola Marymount University, and his uncle Bill served as his class commencement speaker. Here's hoping Tyler follows his aunt very closely on the rest of the campaign trail.
What is he, Doogie Howser? He's not
Tyler
18.
Clinton, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
He is a cutie, yeah.
yeah.
Didn't see him.
Well, he
Yeah,
didn't
I wasn't
exactly look
watching
like
for
that at the convention. He was shirt and
Well,
tie
he had
and
a-
a
he had
suit.
clothes
yeah,
on.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
that
had
would be-
clothes on.
I-
There's that.
Sometimes it makes people look a lot different.
Very.
Sometimes with the Clintons, we're not sure, so we
Yeah.
have to make sure.
Black shirts do good work for me.
Oh yeah. My gosh, Marty Ryan,
Fine,
ladies and
sir.
gentlemen.
I sent you a.
You did something? Where?
An inbox message.
Oh,
It's
exciting when I
on
get-
the Facebook.
it's exciting. My box gets a
So,
message.
You know, so we're all gonna die. I don't know if you knew that. I know. Biscuit. Now,
Atta girl.
thanks.
Biscuit.
Wait,
Good
are you trying to
use.
distract me by talking
I
about
enjoy
food?
it.
Because it always works.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. Biscuit.
Well, so we're all gonna die, and I figure, you know, we've discussed.
I hope this loads.
Yeah, well, that's what she said. So you know, clearly, when we go, what do we give a shit, right, about the party that's had? Because as far as I'm concerned, just have a fucking party,
Oh, absolutely.
right? Now,
And we were talking about this earlier.
I recently
Absolutely.
went
You
to
should
several
You should
a guy
celebrate
died
life.
parties.
Absolutely.
No.
Right? Sorry.
That's all right.
You know, the grieve. We're left behind, of course, but
Where's the fucking picture?
oh, there's a lot of them. So anyway,
No,
there's some graphic content that we're going to discuss and possibly see if Clayton can.
Well,
get
no,
this.
I'm just like this page loaded and there's a billion stories. I don't know where the specific
just
story is.
it should just be the
Oh no, it went to the entire mirror.
Oh, okay.
What am I looking for?
man orders strippers for his own funeral as they give coffin lap dance near horrified grieving relatives is the headline.
Was that horrified or horrified?
Or
The danger of homonyms. We've had a show about that.
anyway, strippers are invited to perform at funerals in China and Taiwan to attract more mourners as part of the bizarre and slightly disturbing trend.
That's weird.
Smart.
Oh, right? This man got a slightly disturbing send-off at his funeral after a squad of bikini-clad strippers showed up and gyrated against his coffin. The women left very little to the imagination as they performed an energetic dance routine to Maroon 5, Moves Like Jagger,
Of
while
course, yeah.
wearing knee-high leather boots, of course. One of the women even seductively drapes her body over the coffin in front of the dead man's relatives. As the pair perform their coordinated routine, a picture of the deceased is illuminated in the background
Oh my God, there is.
with colorful lighting.
I hope these.
Any word on how Jagger-like their moves were?
Well, like Jagger,
All right.
they were biscuitish. After performing to three upbeat songs at the funeral, the coffin of the man,
Shut.
named only as Mr. Jean,
He was a John.
Right. was taken away for a more solemn ceremony. Because you can really come down after that, right? You know, like after Moves Like Jagger, Amazing Grace. Like what? I don't really know what's happening there. But strippers are invited to perform, as I said, at the funerals in China and Taiwan. And Chinese authorities apparently are clamping down on this
Well.
bizarre trend.
Like you do.
Well,
Because they're not
because
paying
you
their
have
taxes.
to something. You know, the country's Minister of Culture, you know, because they get involved, released a statement. And they were talking
It's a little
about the
blurry,
fact-
but there's one of them.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They say the practice distorted the cultural value
She
of the
seems smart.
entertainment business.
She
Oh,
seems smart.
she's a
That
brainiac.
actually
that
looks like a
one.
wedding chapel in Vegas. Look at that background.
How many wedding chapels in Vegas you been in there,
Well,
Bootsy?
none. I just imagine.
4. I've been in 4.
By the way, but can you go to the one where they're singing the song with the guy in the background?
There's the one where he's illuminated in the back picture.
Yeah. Look at the people taking pictures
Yeah.
because they're mourning.
Like, what the fuck is this? John would hate this.
Morning has broken.
There's got to be a morning after.
Just call me Angel
of
of
the
the morning.
Angel.
I wasn't aware that Carol Channing sang that song.
She can.
Well, now you know. Now you fucking know.
Now, see here. So the organizers.
There they are.
and
There they are
performers-
leaning on the box. God.
Well, that's what you. So the. So the ministry has punished these organizers and performers, and they've added
Again
that
and
up
again
here
and
over
again.
and over. and
Thank you, sir.
over.
Might have another.
You know, the video of Mr. Jean's funeral was first released last year, but it's gone viral again. I probably caught something.
He lives
That's what it
on.
is.
Again and again
And
again.
$20 is $20.
So here's the thing: if you scroll down, in that
I
unbelievably,
realized I
this
had
is
to
not the
scroll.
weirdest.
She's very busy. She's putting lipstick on.
Very-
Hold on.
Yes.
Shut up. Keep going. What now? I'm scrolling down.
It's not the weirdest morning trend. Now, we have discussed here in the past about how, remember when people were getting stuffed? Remember when you did that story, Clayton, about
yes. Like
people
human
like
taxidermy?
sitting?
Oh, yeah, I see them.
So this became a little, I don't even know if you can say it more odd, but at some funerals, the dead body is propped up and made to look like it's still alive,
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna-
Weekend at Bernie's, I saw the film.
Right.
I gave it 4 stars.
So we had talked. This I think is one of them that Clayton had. The Bizarre Services began in New Orleans in 2012. A jazz musician and dapper man about town, Lionel Batiste.
Oh, that guy. Hang on. I went to another picture, but
You got the woman, right? Wasn't that woman the one that you
we
did?
did that one. We did a couple different of these stories.
Miss Mickey Easterling, 83, had a similar send off. Remember the woman who was sitting on the chair and she
Yes.
had a boa.
Yeah.
She's right here, still dead.
Oh my! No, I have
know.
not seen that.
He
I
is-
have
I'm now
not seen that.
concerned that you have a folder on your
I
computer
know, this is all one article. No,
just
by the way,
called Weird Dead People.
I might. Shh, shh, shh.
So this is the jazz guy, right?
Yeah.
He's propped up on Beale Street,
Yep.
dead as a hammer. But they're like, oh, look at him. He looks
great.
good.
No,
He does
he's
look-
just
he kinda
sleeping.
does
He's
look good.
tired.
He's not just
He's-
sleeping.
He's tired.
Yeah, by the way, jazz hands.
What about? But wait, what about this guy? He just got him
By the
standing
way,
up in a
he-
corner.
Okay,
Oh.
so my favorite part about him,
I think
right?
I've actually seen that picture.
Okay,
before.
are you ready?
Yeah.
About him?
About that
In
one?
Puerto Rico, this is Angel Pantoja Medina. I'm making that. I don't have any
Nicely
idea.
done.
It's European.
Yes.
AKA Biscuit.
He was shot. He was shot in 2008.
Welcome to the game. It's very nice, isn't
By
it?
the way, just to clarify, shot dead in
Yes.
2008 and thrown over a bridge in his underwear. Of course, he is
Because you
now.
don't want to ruin a nice shirt.
Well, yes.
Sure.
And I thought, well, why wouldn't they just have him in his underwear then? But he's now forever remembered
That's frowned
as
upon.
El Muerte Paro. I have no idea if I did that right, but it's the dead man standing. Dead man.
Is he
standing.
still there?
That's him, just hanging out.
No, but I mean, like to this day, is he still just standing in the
He's
corner?
just in the corner.
Standing
It's the
in the corner,
unreleased
looking
prequel
down
to Dead
on the
Man Walking.
city.
His corpse was perched against a wall. Perched. Get it? Because he was thrown in the water. Anyway, dressed as a rapper and wearing his favorite New York Yankees cap. What the fuck?
Oh, I
See,
didn't,
here-
real-
now,
I didn't
here's
realize
the
that's.
problem.
Hang on, I didn't realize it was a New York cat. Oh, I see it now.
Ah,
I see it right there. Yeah.
Now, here's the last part of this that's too much for me. A cremation company also offers grieving families a unique way to remember their loved ones by creating 3D printed urns modeled of or on the deceased's face. So you could get that with ashes.
Oh, that's
in
what
it.
that picture is.
Yeah.
I didn't read that far.
And they have one with Barack Obama, and they have some different things. But it's just too much. They have what the hell? You can also
Cat may have just had a revelation.
you
of
can
her
also
own.
be a superhero.
Oh.
They can make
Dear
you
Diary.
into a superhero.
No, I'm good.
When I die.
Dear diary.
Dear Doc, in today's letter.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, wait. Sorry, that's to Rachel. That's
Special,
Right.
different
Now,
letter.
I do appreciate that Nero said that for the jazz guy, she would have put a sax in his mouth and played jazz in the background. And
Yeah.
I like that.
And watch you
lot.
just get tips.
Yeah, right.
That'd be funny.
Put the glasses on. He's like Stevie Wonder.
You paid for your own funeral, man. God damn.
God, you're making some coin. Anyway, digress.
Please follow these instructions to the letter.
You're going to need to get that notarized. Marnie's a notary.
I'm a notary. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
Number 1, obtain a 3D printer. Number 2,
Install a
Clayton will
printer.
have one.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
No, I don't.
either
You
Clayton or Joe D
You
will
will.
have
I don't have a
one.
3D printer.
Yeah.
obtain
I
a
feel like
plaster
Joe would
cast
have one.
of President
Ooh, wait.
Obama's head.
Or
Parenthetically, I don't care how.
It's going to be
Just
available after January.
make it happen. On Amazon, probably.
Probably.
Anyway.
Is he at Madame Tussauds yet?
No.
yeah,
I
as
bet
a
you
matter
he
of fact,
is.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill the guy. I love him.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
no.
just telling you.
It's going to be around forever.
Yeah.
Forever and ever and ever.
Number 3, this is important.
Well, I'm going to preface
Please
this.
don't harm Obama.
I'm going to preface this next story with a little gift that that Pokemon Go cemetery version. Thank you, Amina.
That's fantastic. I love it.
I'm particularly upset about people who get buried in a fucking car because they're nice cars.
Yeah.
Don't bury them.
That's right.
This one guy got buried.
Not to mention the amount of space they take.
Well, that too, but I'm thinking one. I remember there was one where a woman or a guy got buried
Well, that
in
too.
their like in a pristine like '86 Cadillac
I
Seville.
knew
And I'm
Cadillac
like,
was going to be a part of this
"Damn it."
story. I knew it.
Car's just gone for fucking ever, and it's gonna smell bad even if you get
that
it back.
car could live on well beyond you.
Yeah,
Like Star Trek and Harry Potter.
for me.
Your Cadillac could live in Clayton's driveway.
right.
For those of you who've been with us for a long amount of time, and I just don't mean this show, I mean since we started this show.
We know it seems like ages.
Marnie got us gifts that are still resident in the studio, and they I have a picture of them. I have a photo right here. This is our cunt mug.
You got those?
Marnie had those made for us,
You can see them up close.
and you'll notice that it is.
And on
If
the
you look
back,
closely at the
yeah.
picture, it is the YOU next Tuesday, and the handle makes the CU next Tuesday. Now, some people don't get that. They think that it's a vile word that we use
Absolutely.
repeatedly on this word as often as we use biscuit. See you next Tuesday.
I have 2 bells.
See
This
you
is
next
great.
Tuesday. Well, I don't know. Well, one probably
Well,
goes to the guest mug.
That's the guest bell. This is my purse bell. This is
It's like purse wine.
Wow. This is
So,
great.
so anyway, so we had these mugs made some time ago for a purpose. See you next Tuesday is our tagline because we're on Tuesdays, or it doesn't really ring as well. See you next Wednesday.
Right.
For those of you who watch us tomorrow,
Yeah.
today, now.
Come
Anyway, the
listeners
University
of the future.
The University of North Texas. Well, somebody on their staff really didn't think through their coffee mug design very well.
Or did they?
Or did they?
Or
Right.
did they?
No, or
Good
did they?
call,
Right.
good call.
The internet is having a laugh at the expense of the University of North Texas, or UNT, and their coffee mugs. Now, with those of us without gutter minds, will only see the UNT on their mug. But for those of us who do have gutter minds, we're going to see something
How
else.
could you not? Is the question. How could you not?
We all fall into the latter category. We all see cunt right on that mug right there.
Yep, sure do.
The mugs ended up for sale on the Barnes & Noble gift website
God, is that
accessory
great.
store. However, it looks like they've already been sold out or pulled. We're not sure. Can't find them anywhere at this time. The real question is, was it intentional? I don't know, but I would have loved to have been able.
We didn't manage to order anything.
No, we did not.
Yes.
No, but isn't that funny?
eBay.
cool
eBay.com.
that
They
Yeah,
probably
good
are out
call.
there.
I bet you they
They're probably out there. I just thought that was
fact, let's take a
fantastic. In fact, look now, would
Yep.
you?
Let's get
Buy
on
it now.
that.
Buy it now.
getting right on it.
Well, you know what? I'd like to make a motion to nominate you the head of purchasing.
Oh,
Ooh.
very good, very good. Yes.
Now we have a what's it called? A procurement department.
Yeah, very good.
Nice.
Yes.
Biscuit.
I was thinking more Rachel Green and Friends. Like she just works in purchasing.
Oh, I
know.
like procurement.
If you're Kermit,
No,
well, I can't.
procurement. I am very procurement.
Here's the downside to that particular job title.
Order a
I
goddamn
can't
mug.
say it. That's going to be a problem.
Come here. Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
It went away.
Ms. Ryer.
Yeah.
It's back to you. Yeah.
Next caller.
Yep. Okay, so
I like that they all have slightly different tones.
yeah, and it's a little. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember that. I
Everything.
think you
Yes, we
were
do.
a little terrified because you wondered how I always found people fucking cars.
Prior,
I'm sorry. Is that a literal statement for those of us new to this?
prior,
Yes. Have you
Prior
not-
to today's show,
Yeah.
I've often been concerned that Marnie has a folder on her computer entitled
How many folders do you have on that computer?
"Guys
lot.
with their
No
junk
idea.
up the exhaust pipe."
Is that a banana in
literal
your
sense.
tailpipe?
I'm not going to fall for the banana in the tailpipe trick again.
I just sent you something.
Oh, another something.
Yep.
Let's hope I
Oh.
get it.
So-
Jesus.
It's a multimedia presentation.
I got it is. I'm busy.
Except now I can't have the story isn't here. Hold on. Let
Oh, it's
me
another
see.
mirror. Are you getting everything from the mirror?
Yes, but these two, just these
Oh,
two.
the Mirror is a good
Oh.
publication. Oh, they're
Oh
very
my God,
fun.
there's
Yeah.
a great picture.
So, and there, I believe
They're
there's also a
international.
video.
He's having sex with an Opel Corsa.
Yep.
Stand by. We're
So
gonna
a,
get.
a car lover
Oh my God.
caught having sex with an Opel Corsa on a busy street in Brazil. This is where we find. Well, we also
Wait,
had
is this
someone.
ahead of the games?
We
Was this
also
in
had
Rio?
somebody
or
fucking a couch in Wisconsin, but that's before.
Was that before you went on vacation there, or
Yeah,
after?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wait, no,
yeah.
you were in
No,
Minnesota.
I was in Michigan. But yeah,
Potato,
it was-
potato.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
those.
It's something Midwest. Blah blah blah.
They're all shaped
So,
like mittens. No,
There was
nobody
this
knows.
revved up middle-aged man, and he can be seen crouching down and pumping his hips toward the exhaust pipe
Hang on, I gotta delete it.
before
of a
being
bitch.
caught. Yep, there's a video.
Oh,
of
there
it.
is a video, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna get to that. We're just
Can't
gonna-
even imagine why. This is the bizarre moment. A man appears to be caught trying to have sex with a car. The horny middle-aged man can be seen crouching down, like I said, and he's just gone to town on the exhaust after making a
This
and
one.
then
It's
making
this.
a quick getaway.
It's
Yeah.
this one, Cat. It's this. It's this.
Did you pixelate
Wait, I
that?
didn't
or did
No,
you
it's
just-
on there.
Oh,
It came
Oh,
pre-pixelated.
It came pre-pixelated.
He may have came pre-pixelated too. I'm not sure.
I feel like we've seen this one
It was
before.
no.
Or maybe they all just
no.
kind of blur together.
They all kind of just become because this would have been just July 29th
Oh my
of
goodness.
this year.
It's as recent as yesterday's headlights.
It begins with the
Crazy
cameraman
town.
who's filming on his phone, approaching the unusual scene.
Oh my God.
And as he does, a man in front of him crouches, and
Is it just out of gas and he's pushing it home?
maybe, but I just don't.
I was
think
almost
so.
home, Mrs.
I
Garrett.
was almost
I was almost home.
Because he can then, if you watch the video, he can then
was almost
be seen quite clearly pumping his hips as he appears to be making love to the motor. But the man filming isn't in the mood to leave the man to his own devices and says in Portuguese, "Is it good?" The man, the middle-aged man,
fair question.
spins around.
Was he a British? Is it good?
Is it good?
It's like the Queen stopped by and goes, "Is it good?" The hell was that?
Could I have
I
biscuits,
like when we do ask
tea,
him.
and crumpets?
I love when we do accents.
Did you finish? God.
Is that your Portuguese?
No, it's my dick in an Opal.
Supposed to go in a
I'm
box.
making biscuits. Leave me alone.
I'm just the bitch that makes the biscuits. Oh,
So apparently, if you're able to go and watch the video, he spins around clearly shocked and seems to rush to do up his fly.
he pulled out quick.
Yep,
That's what he-
that's it. And he starts to walk off as the other man is shouting and laughing. "You're a car fucker!"
That's fair.
Please put a link to that video in the chat room.
But the car enthusiast ignores him as he continues to walk down the dusty street.
You're a car fucker.
These are your dusty biscuits, muffins, I mean. It isn't the first time a man has been caught having sex with an inanimate object.
We definitely know that.
I'm telling you,
Wait.
it's someone called a mechanophile.
In fairness to this picture, though,
what?
in
A
fairness,
mechanophile.
in fairness, though, once you go black, you never go back.
I thought they said it was Opal.
No, that's the name of the
Oh,
car.
I see.
Oh, not the color, not the color of the car.
Anyway,
Oh.
just fantastic.
Here's two things.
You know, by the way, related topics are cars
diary.
and weird sex.
Always
So I just
two
thought I'd point that out. You know, you can find this
things.
stuff anywhere.
I'm
No,
just-
you can find it anywhere. Go ahead, Kat.
I'm very concerned because I've long been aware of the proof on the internet that if it'll fit, there's a guy out there that'll try and stick it in.
Sure.
And even if it
Even
won't
if it
fit.
won't
Yeah.
fit, he's
Force it.
gonna try.
Sure.
Sure.
I'm very concerned because I have growing male
Yes,
children
you
in my
sure
house.
do. You sure do.
And I just don't want to see them in the garage, in the back of the minivan. Like
Yeah,
I'm very concerned.
Yep.
If people wonder why I drink, sometimes it's things like that.
Oh,
be that.
I don't wonder why.
Could
I
be
do
that.
not wonder why. I've known you for a few years. You do this show. I'm well aware.
Well,
Biscuit.
I just
My little bell ringer.
I just think it would be so fun.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that there's nothing's wrong with me too. Settle down.
Oh no, I'm not throwing stones either. I get it. No, I mean there's glass all around me, honey. I'm not gonna
But
crack
my
a window.
goodness, by my calculation, I'm about 5 minets from finding a boy like screaming from an
exhaust pipe.
opposite part
And
of
at
the house,
which
going, "I'm
point,
stuck, I can't
You
get
can
out."
look at him and go, "You're a car fucker."
Do not start the car.
Because that's not going to scar him for life.
Well,
Right.
No, but he'll probably be scarred for life with the exhaust pipe.
By the way,
So,
also
you know.
keep track of where all of your vacuums are at any time. Just gonna let you know
Oh,
that.
that's good advice.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just
Good
letting you know.
advice.
Don't worry about the dust busters so much, but the
I need another drink.
By the way, this water isn't doing it.
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell you that right
no,
now.
I'm gonna have to make another one of these. Look at that, Boots. I'm almost through that one.
see that.
There you go.
Wow.
It's an
There you have it.
Nero says it's an Opal. It's not even a cool sports car.
Right?
No, you're right. Look at that. Look at that. It's not even cool.
Well, you know, maybe
If
an
it had
Opal
been a
has
Cadillac, we would have thought maybe it was Clayton.
Well, if it was a
Oh,
Cadillac, it
there
wouldn't
you
have had an exhaust pipe that was readily available like that.
See, but maybe that's just it. Maybe the Opal has the readily available exhaust
does.
pipe.
You're saying the Opal is the whore of cars?
The whore
It
of
could
cars.
be.
Yes, exactly. Well
Could
played.
be the whore
yes.
of cars.
Yes. Yes.
Holy
I like it.
crap.
Do we have time for more headlines?
Oh, we
How
do.
are we doing? Okay,
oh, we're good.
All right.
I mean, the window goes till 10:30, but we got an hour and 10 minutes at least.
I also, at some point, I'm going to need somebody to explain the lights on the table that cannot be seen in the video.
Oh yeah.
Lights. Green.
Oh.
Green is a good. These
Yeah.
are prompting lights. Yellow is
Okay.
like you need to wrap up your segment. We're gonna go to break. Shut the fuck up is what yellow red
Have
means.
we ever had to use those?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh god yeah.
I use them, but nobody pays attention to them.
No. He primarily had them for Al, and when I drank all the time, I was always on red for me. So,
Al was just like,
Yeah.
we
He
got
would like
time.
turn it on as soon as you started
Yeah,
talking. Like, wrap it up, Mon. Wrap it up.
you work the shit out. See,
Yes.
and I was like, okay.
Yeah, and I just realized though, the only shot you cannot see them. You cannot see them in any shot. Doesn't matter. Okay, so moving on with other headlines. Isabel Lassiter. Oh my God, she's got a beef with a Japanese steakhouse in Tennessee where a chef sprayed her in the face with a pee-pee doll, and what her husband is calling a sexual style assault. I like how Kat made a detour to check back in before she goes.
Well, she stopped right under your
I-
boyfriend,
I-
Rachel Maddow,
I
because she
think-
thought maybe
I think what
Rachel
got
would
her was
protect her.
sprayed in the face with a pee-pee doll. I think is what brought her in.
Okay,
See?
a pee-pee doll
She
or
genuflected,
or
thank
a
you.
Cupid doll?
Got her right in
Stand
the
by.
pissoir.
Okay.
Got it right
Got
around.
her right in the pissoir.
I went back and got a
So,
second drink. I think
okay,
I
so
did.
let's first of all let's take a look at old Isabel Lassiter. Here she is. Oh, she's a doll. Look at her.
Oh.
Look at her. She's hot.
Wow.
That's Isabel Lassiter. Now,
Well, she's doing all right for an old broad.
Wow.
Lassiter
She's
said that,
27.
Lassiter said that she and her
Aren't we
family
all?
were dining at the
Yeah, thank you.
Wasabi Japanese Steakhouse in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on Monday when the chef produced a plastic doll resembling a little boy. And let me show you what this looks like. Boom. And apparently pulled down the pants on the little plastic doll, pulled the pants down, and a thin stream of water spurted from a hole located in the doll's genital area, and then hit Lassiter right in the face.
Wait a second. Are these available online? Because I'm sensing a new game for
Oh
the
yeah, oh yeah.
Your
They're-
purchasing manager will look at
Yeah.
this. I'll get
What's
back to
his-
you.
We're
on
going to
that.
defer to
Dishonest.
procurement on this one.
Yeah.
I can't say that word, but can purchasing like find a price?
Procurement. Find it.
Preferably on Amazon. I get 3 times points when I.
Well,
shop
apparently
on Amazon.
Lassiter wasn't happy about this. She says, "quote He pulled his little shorts down, and it had a winger, and he squirted me right in the face." Now that's what Lassiter told Fox17.com. Now, restaurant manager Johnny Huang said the doll is a common part of the show patrons get at dinner. Chefs use it to control flames on the hibachi. Now, I'm pretty fucking sure that the little piss water that's coming out of this little plastic doll is not enough to calm down flames on a hibachi. I'm pretty sure.
Well, or you know,
Now,
kind of fuck up a meal's day or
Mis-
whatever.
the
her name is.
manager, Mr. Huang, told the TV station
how I called her
WREG that the kids like it. They think it's a water gun. Well, little boys think it's a water gun and piss all over the place. Of course, Lassiter's husband,
I know.
James Lassiter, called the spraying, quote, a sexual style assault on my wife. The couple called the police and filed a report. The episode happened, quote, in front of our minor children and grandchildren, James Lassiter said, according to Cleveland19.com. Isabel Lassiter added, quote, it really didn't have a wiener, but you got the point.
Listen, if your children are old enough to eat at Benihana but not old enough to know about a penis, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
From the
So-
Office of Procurement, it's called the Squirt Wee Boy, and it is available in both blue and pink for $3.98 at officeplayground.com. Once again, officeplayground.com.
Thank you from procurement. Now I want to reiterate.
Oh my God,
I want to
that's
reiterate
fantastic.
the last line. The last line I said here. Isabel Lassiter said, "Quote: It really didn't have a wiener, but you got the point." James Lassiter, her husband, says the lack of genitalia isn't the issue. I bet he said that before to her. Just because somebody cut off a piece of plastic, it's not there anymore. It doesn't change the fact that you're getting peed on. Now, in fairness, police have not filed any charges, and even if they did, it's unlikely they would stick, according to a Los Angeles-based criminal defense attorney. Quote, as far as I can tell, there's no sexual assault made by the obnoxious yet marginally entertaining toy at the Hibachi restaurant. Nor should any humans be found criminally culpable. The restaurant wants to avoid pissing off other customers.
Of course.
It has instructed
And I'm like, that
it has instructed employees to ask before spraying people with the pee-pee doll. Excuse me. Did you like your sweet and sour chicken? May I piss on you?
Now,
Why'd you just become British? That piss on
May I
you.
piss on you?
thanks to the crack research of purchasing, I've also located.
Procurement.
I can't say the word.
You can.
Can't.
Work,
Purchasing
try.
is
Not gonna try. No.
fine.
Well, it's 3 words.
I know it is.
It's pro, cure, and mint.
Yeah.
3 words.
Yep.
Say them all. 3 different words. Pro, cure, mint.
Rachel for purchasing.
Can we order biscuits next, please?
Oh, that's funny.
The description of said item says, number 1, fill up the base with water or lemonade.
I missed that.
Then
There you
pull
go.
down the shorts and get ready for a steady stream of laughter.
Did you see the warning, though? The warning in the right-hand
May
column?
piss
It's
off
a
old white
choking
women.
hazard.
Do not use this.
The warning says it's a choking hazard. Small parts, not for children under age 3.
Oh.
Do not use this on hibachi.
I'm very excited. I'm adding this to my wish list.
You should.
Right now.
I swear, you're going to show up with
This
it.
may
I
be
know.
coming to a Cobalt near you. You don't know. You don't
or
know my
this
life.
studio.
Or both.
I'm worried about Biscuit if these show up.
Oh, this may push Biscuit over the edge between bells and pissing.
Yeah.
Well, I clearly, if a new game has to be born, then clearly it will be born to harass someone else. Like I'm not singling the boy out.
I see.
I'm not
That's good.
singling
That's
the
good.
boy out. He was just handy at the time.
Yeah, so piss on. Go
Oh,
after.
I know exactly who that's gonna go
Oh! I probably didn't have to even say the name.
to. You probably shouldn't.
However, before we get too much further, I'd like to take another live look at Cobalt and see what's going on.
Busy
Oh,
day.
look at that.
Busy
God,
as
it's
always.
busy.
Hey, I see a biscuit in the corner. Maybe.
Can we get an updated photo with one of the bells,
That
please?
is.
That's the updated photo with
The
the
bells
bell.
are hidden around the corner.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Kat's not there. She had to put him in security.
Exactly.
Yes,
Yep, yep.
Scurdy.
Security.
Scurdy. Marty, go. I'm going to make a drink while you're doing that.
Fair enough. So, Ann Coulter. So this... yeah.
Oh, Clayton's
No,
not
no, no.
leaving.
Actually,
You
this
can,
one...
you can hear the kitchen
because-
cam.
Yeah.
Wait, can we
Do we
put
have
on the
access to the kitchen cam?
cam?
Yeah, let's put the kitchen cam on.
Yep.
Yeah.
We want to watch you make a drink.
Producer now?
No, I'm the purchaser. I am from
You're procurement. Where the
It's a
fuck
lot
is
of
the
P's.
kitchen cam?
Purchasing, procurement,
Actually, you know what I'm
producer.
going to do? Oh, it's a delay.
Pee-pee doll.
All right. There you go.
Split
Kitchen
screen.
cam.
All right.
Very
Fantastic.
Kitchen cam has been activated.
So this one isn't a fun story, you know, like car fucking or
I
you know,
feel like
any
fun
The
kind
wee-
is
of
the wee
subjective
squirt
in all
boy?
of
the wee
these.
squirt boy, anything like that. But in this political atmosphere,
Sure, it's very.
Atmosphere's a good word.
take care, Nero. Have a good day. Sorry about that. In this this political atmosphere, you have Ann Coulter kind of come out of nowhere, and feel
Well,
she
out
needs to
from under the
speak.
rock she's been hiding under.
God, I wish she'd stay.
Clearly.
So she watched a moving speech and apparently only felt hatred. So this time she's targeting the Democratic National Convention and
Of
the
course she is.
thick accents and Muslims. So, notoriously controversial commentator Ann Coulter, a muse of presidential nominee Donald Trump, launched yet another inflammatory Twitter attack, because all they can fucking do is be on Twitter, this time on both Muslims and Indian American journalist Fareed Zakaria. She said, you know that what this convention really needed? An angry Muslim with a thick accent like Fareed Zakaria. You're a cunt.
Very nice. Well, at least she called him out by name. There's nothing worse than the passive aggressive. I won't name who I'm talking shit about.
Absolutely, sure.
Did she
like
tag him?
Mr. Khan
Yeah.
was who she was talking shit about.
No.
So that would have been better. The innate insolence in this tweet, which spells Zakaria's name wrong to boot, lies not only in Coulter's offensive generalization of Khizr Khan, the Muslim American father of
We
a
now
war
have an
hero.
overhead shot.
Oh, look at that.
Right, because oddly our camera froze. Keep going.
And so, if for those of you who did watch the DNC and saw Khizr Khan speak,
Yes, it was
Very
very
powerful.
powerful.
Very powerful.
I don't care what political party you're a part of. Are you kidding me? You know, it was really powerful and amazing. That he was there speaking, and Coulter responded to his words by calling out his wife, who, quote, stood submissively in a hijab, and I always say that wrong, a hijab.
Hijab. No, that's correct.
Okay. By her husband's side, unquote. She also mocked Zakaria's accent in a tweet earlier this month. Zakaria is a well-respected journalist, holds a position at the Washington Post, CNN, and the Atlantic Post. She just can't stop. I mean, like, her anti-Muslim rhetoric has been present long before the Trump campaign. Only a few days after the 9/11 attack, she wrote an article that suggested America should respond to the Muslim hijackers by invading their countries, killing their leaders, and converting them to Christianity. In the years following, she has just said, I've never seen people enjoying their husbands' deaths so much, like talking about the 9/11 widows. I mean, she just is this horrible...
Not right in the head.
No. She likes to hide behind, like Trump, the 140-character text box of Twitter, using the platform to prey on religions like Islam and Judaism. She characteristically followed Tuesday night's convention with the tasteless question of, where are the Bernie supporters tonight? Did Hillary have them gassed? I mean,
Shut up.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, I think Meow Cow said the exact same thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It was just one of those where every time I think that I can't be more surprised by someone
How horrible
or-
people are.
Yeah. And to sit there and think, what in God's name? I mean, she is. And you're right, Annette. You need to yell that because she is. She's just a cunt. Just a cunt. So that was where she's now, apparently Donald Trump isn't making enough noise.
I don't know. He's doing a
ignorant-
good job this
know.
week.
Yes,
I was
but
gonna say,
apparently
he's
enough
doing a pretty
ignorant
good job on
noise
his own.
that she needed to pop up, and
Well, he was stealing her thunder.
that very well could be.
Wait, does that make her a thunder
a
cunt?
thunder cunt?
Oh,
well done.
very good.
Biscuit,
Damn.
biscuit, thunder cunt biscuit.
Very nice.
I like it. The thunder cunt biscuit. Well played. I like
By the way, we have an updated picture from Cobalt. Just in.
Fantastic.
Just
Breaking
now,
news.
Now I want to remind you.
Are we able to put that on the green screen?
This
Oh.
is the original shot, right?
Yes.
Now you'll notice the corner there on the right side of the screen where the glasses are. Now we're just going to take you to that corner and show you. There's that.
Oh.
I want you to know. So there's that.
Yeah.
We got
As if it never rained, it looks
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
As if it never rained.
as if
It's a hub of activity.
as
too,
if we
you can
never
see.
said goodbye. Yes.
Never can.
Faces
say
were blurred to
goodbye.
protect the innocent.
Have you? Did you?
I'm all done. You know,
That
yeah.
was it, yeah.
It was just one of those where the hate.
It's
Too
a lot.
much.
It's
Yeah.
a lot.
Well, we've almost done it. We got less than an hour officially, but we might go a little over.
Time
here.
flies when you're in captivity, doesn't
right.
it?
And an aunt, watch that.
We're not
speech.
even
It's
we're not even
brilliant.
done with headlines yet. My God, this is taking
That's
forever.
perfect.
It's all right because Kat has nothing to offer tonight. Apparently, she said
We'll do headlines. We'll bullshit politics a little bit. And then
we're gonna
we'll
play
go to
the thoughtful vulgarity
thoughtful,
from
and then
Al.
we'll be done.
That'd be great.
It'll be wonderful.
Oh my God! Look at you! You've managed to suffer through almost 2 hours of season 5. This time it's personal. Coming back with our drinking word is biscuit. More headlines, and then we're going to figure the rest of it out. We got plenty of time. It's you, it's us, it's Studio C, it's Q Talk America.
It's personal.
We'll be right back right after this.
You've been listening to The Show on Q Talk America. This is Q Talk America.
The following broadcast contains adult humor, language, and topics, along with partial nudity. Actual knowledge is used sparingly. This show is a result of a lost bet and a bad game of rock, paper, scissors. It's The Show with Clayton McKee. And now, a man with a face for radio, Clayton McKee.
I'm just saying. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It is the beginning of hour 2. Or what you call the final hour of the hostage situation. It is The Show. It's on a Tuesday night, as we always are. I'm in Studio C, the newly revamped Studio C. It's Kat Carlson, Marnie Ryer, and joining us this week in studio, Daniel Ray.
Hello, everyone.
Bootsy Lamone. You've heard us talk about him. His reputation precedes him.
Unfortunately.
Yes, it's
I
all
like
right.
it.
No worries. Anywho, we are here. We're in the middle of our headline segment. We talked way long in the first segment. So if you're just joining us, normally at this time, we're almost into Kat's segment where we just shit all over that and we just pretty much shut her down. But Kat has already forewarned us. She doesn't have a segment prepared. So it's not like she hasn't had a month to do it. But here she
I've decided, to really be a go-getter and try and get that promotion.
Oh, God.
Because I need that pay raise.
You're going to try to procure that promotion?
Oh.
Are ya?
No, I do not want the job in purchasing.
Our drinking word is biscuit, but the word that Kat cannot seem to say tonight is procurement. It's
I got nothing.
I don't know why.
Because it just won't happen.
It
Even
just.
even when I practice in my brain, it fucks up. I don't know why.
Oh, by the way, before we continue on with headlines, I just want to let you all know this. I know we're like at 98 days until Election Day. Is that where we are?
Yeah.
Sounds
But
right.
just so you know, it's officially August. 91 days or less to Halloween, 115 or so to Thanksgiving, 146 to Christmas, and a little less than 150, or right around 150
Wow.
to New Year's. That tells you where we are in the year.
Jesus.
Way to
It's
fuck up
gone
my
by
day.
way
Well,
too fast.
sorry.
Thanks a
Way
lot,
too
McKee.
There you go. Well, fuck, whatever.
Oh.
Let's take a live look at the beaches in San Diego. Oh, there we are. Still there looking at trash cans right there.
Still clean, I hope.
Still clean. God, I'm hoping that there's nothing in there left over. Well, when police in Largo, Florida arrested Jeffrey Forrest Poole on charges of violently resisting a police officer, the authorities made sure to list things like his age, his weight, and address in his arrest report.
Sure.
Officers also included an alias that Poole has allegedly used in the past, and it was pretty awesome. And it's really not safe for work, but more on that later. Police were called to the 37-year-old suspect's home on a reported domestic disturbance early last Sunday morning. When the officers arrived, according to the criminal complaint, Poole exited his home and said, quote, "I will beat every cop's ass."
Carfucker.
Then Poole raised his right fist and began to extend it towards the face of an officer in an attempt to strike him. The arresting officer wrote, according to the smoking gun, since Poole was arrested and taken to the Pinellas County Jail, it is highly unlikely he made good on his ass-kicking promise. Poole was charged with assaulting a police officer and violently resisting a police officer's arrest. He remains behind bars in lieu of a $5,150 bail. Now, what makes this case interesting beyond Pinellas County is one tiny detail. First of all, can we get a look at this guy? He's a looker. This one, I think, pretty sure this is the right one. Yeah, I think it's him right there. Yeah,
Nice chops.
Bringing the mutton chops
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
I like it.
he's good. He may have also been an Elvis impersonator. I'm not sure.
He's old. Sure.
What makes this case interesting beyond Pinellas County is one tiny detail. The criminal alias Poole had previously used on an affidavit that he had filled out when asked about other aliases, Dickface Johnson. Now, I realize you can't really see it very well on that screenshot, but if you zoom in, boom, right there, alias Dickface Johnson.
I love it.
Now, that name showed up because Poole was either asked if he had any alias or a record on file under that name showed up with this bit of information. So what's your name, sir? Well, they call me Dickface Johnson. He doesn't ask to call me Johnson. You can call me Ray. You can call me Jay. You can call me Ray J.
You can call
Or
me
you can call me Dick Face Johnson. Jesus Christ. I don't know. What the hell?
It's fantastic. How do you come up with that?
But I don't know. But you know what's funny to me is the first when I read that story. I don't know if any of you have seen it. You had to have seen it. Ray White, Blue Collar Comedy Tour, when he tells the story about he got arrested in Texas.
Yeah.
When he got arrested in
that's
Texas,
right.
I got thrown out of a bar in Texas. And he goes through the whole story, and he's arrested. And they call for his arrest warrant. And he goes through the whole thing about like satellites are linking up and fax machines are going off and things are happening. And he goes, I'm sitting on a curb I'm sitting on a curb outside a bar in Texas in handcuffs, and an officer walks up to me with a printout and says, "Are you Ray Tater Salad White?" Or Ron Tater Salad. Yep, that's me. You caught the tater. Tater Salad. Oh my God, that's so funny. What's your alias? They call me Dick Face Johnson.
Well, I'm sure going to try from now on.
Oh, Ryer, pants on fire.
Fantastic. Very nice. Well, I wanted to share some good news.
Oh, aren't
And
you sweet?
oddly, about Joe Arpaio.
That he's on his
Is
way
there
out?
such a thing?
How
Oh,
do you?
well, yeah, that
right.
would be good
Well,
news.
that's correct. That's correct. But that isn't the good news part. Apparently, August 2nd, this came out. What's today?
August 2nd.
Thank you.
Breaking news on Q Talk
Oh,
America.
shit. I know. I hate when these things come up. so
Everything I have is 3 weeks old.
Just waiting for my.
There, you got it. Point at it. Do something.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Breaking news. Joe Arpaio's tent city in Phoenix will be closing this December after 23 years in operation.
shut the front door. Why?
Not true.
No.
Oh.
Nope.
What's the source?
Vet the story. Not true. It comes out every year, and I found out about this last year. And it honestly,
is it a
I mean, I have
parody?
so many
No.
friends who've enjoyed
No,
lovely
it's a-
overnight stays there.
it
What am
comes
I
out,
missing? Because it's from ABC News, but
but it's not. It's really a fake. It comes out like I think if you load that story,
yeah.
any day you load the story, the date updates.
Oh well, there you have it.
Yeah,
That's
because
why thought
I
it
found a
was
story
so-
like that it was closing December 23rd of last year.
Okay.
Nope. Yeah, there's multiple stories, but if you
not
actually
good
check
news.
that headline, it'll come up and show you that it's a
Oh yeah,
fake.
because it comes up from nbc.com.co,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
.co.
which is your first signal. Like
right.
anytime you got too many
I
.com
just saw
.co's
that.
in there.
I just saw that.
Yeah.
I didn't
Well.
know that.
I was fooled by it, and I was an optimistic, and I shared it with a lot of people
Yeah.
that at the time I was hanging out with. But
that might have had a vested interest in
they
that.
were. I was like, "What are you gonna do after December?"
Well, there you have
So,
it.
yeah.
Well, that's disappointing.
Ba-dum-bum.
So we're gonna move on.
Well, did you know that?
Did you know that car fucking is a thing now?
Mechanophiles are a thing, yes.
everywhere.
Did you know that the
Mechanophiles.
moon landing was faked?
Mechanophiles are running rampant.
I watched the movie Zeitgeist. I would actually believe that.
That's not true, right? Joe,
What?
nothing. I'm reading, going down through here. Yeah, no, I'm like, that's probably not true. Did you know that Warren Buffett had something to say? Did you guys see that?
I did see that
Yes.
yesterday with
Yeah.
Hillary.
Well, he had
yeah.
multiple things to say. He was kind first, and then not
He
so
was,
kind.
and then
yeah.
not so kind.
Yeah. Yeah, something new came out.
Oh, I didn't.
Would you like to review?
Oh, I'd like to know that. Tell me,
Yeah.
tell me, tell me. You tell me, Biscuit.
Are you
Well, no,
talking?
the first thing
tell
was
me
about the
more.
taxes.
The taxes,
Right.
yeah.
Right, and
yeah.
he wants to sit down in a diner with their
He's
returns
like,
and
I'm
answer
being
questions.
audited too, so it's bullshit.
Who
that-
the fuck audits Warren Buffett? Be like, all right, come
I know,
on."
right? He's like, also, he might as well look at Trump and be like, you really are poor.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you don't have any
the
money.
man who says that I can fix the deficit in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, and the more money you have, the more likely the IRS is paying attention.
Correct.
Yeah.
No,
Like
correct, but I mean,
my $28, they don't give a shit.
right.
They're like,
Right.
you know what? Why don't you just keep it? It's
Yeah. In
But-
fact, they already told me I can stop paying you.
You make too much.
Yeah.
No, what did it? Because that was
Dear
one
diary.
of my favorite things yesterday was when he was standing there, just very like, hey, a lot of people trust me about money stuff,
Yeah.
and we can meet somewhere because I'm being audited. bullshit that you can't bring your taxes.
Yeah.
that
'Cause you
makes-
can.
That makes you a dickwad. So let's show up and talk
Maybe
about
he makes
this.
him a Dick Face Johnson.
Oh, something, biscuit boy.
Oh,
What happened?
No, evidently it was in the same speech where he said something about asking Donald Trump if he had no sense of decency.
yeah, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
true.
It was
I,
all
know,
the same speech.
I saw that. Yeah.
Okay. See,
This is why I'm in procurement and
No,
not
no,
in
no.
news
No,
section.
no,
He's not, in,
Fantastic.
he's not in research
in
and
the newsroom.
development.
well, I
Not
think
in R&D.
it's fantastic. There was that, and that Joe Biden officiated a wedding.
Oh,
Two White House staffers.
Of
Two
gays.
White House staffers.
shut
yeah.
up.
Gay
Yeah.
ones, yeah.
Yes.
Gay ones.
Gay ones.
We
It was
run the
a-
country.
It was a gay. It's gay marriage.
Yeah. I love how people
It's
don't
not gay
realize.
marriage.
People don't think we run the
fucking
fucking world,
marriage.
but we do.
Right. Well, you have no idea.
Well, because Beyonce tried to tell us it was girls.
Yeah. No.
Oh, I kissed
Well-
a girl and I liked it.
Girls.
And she was.
Wow. Now, I swear to God, if Al would have been sitting there, he would never have snapped like that. So I give you kudos.
Thanks.
That was a good snap.
That
I
was a really
enjoyed it.
I feel like I'm in a safe, comfortable
very-
space
You
here
are.
in captivity, so therefore I
in
can be myself.
captivity.
Yep.
Oh, Patty Heard.
So
I'm terribly
yeah,
upset about my story.
the
but
biggest part of that story that was a surprise to me was that Joe Biden can officiate weddings.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the thing I found.
Did he
Did
get
he go
ordained
online?
like you?
Probably. I don't know if he did it in a bar in
Wait,
San Francisco.
I'm gonna find
but-
out.
1995, all of a sudden, look at this. I can do weddings to gay people.
Right.
We're
In
gonna
case
find
it
out. Dear
ever
Google.
becomes legal.
Dear Google.
Wait, is that a separate ordainment? Like you have to be ordained to marry straight people?
No.
And then, oh, okay.
No.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
checking.
yeah.
'Cause they're
Well,
just-
if you're in a gay bar,
They're just
it's
weddings,
more
weddings.
likely-
Weddings are just
That's
weddings.
what I thought.
Yeah, it is. Well,
We're
anymore.
waiting for Kat Carlson to find out how.
Apparently, Biden received a temporary certification which allowed him to officially perform the ceremony.
Where
This was his
it?
first wedding as officiant.
Where at though?
The headline said at his home.
Yeah,
The reason that I say
was
that-
correct.
So
I
he
think
got
it was
it
at his home.
online.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in California, if you want to, you don't have to be ordained, if you will. You can just go. You have to fill out paperwork, and for that day,
Oh,
they
okay.
give you
Got it.
permission.
Ordained for a day.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, on Monday evening, Vice President and this writer's personal best friend, apparently, Joe Biden married two White House employees at his residence. BuzzFeed News reports that.
How fucking cool.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
How'd you get married? Oh, the Vice President of the United States did it. What?
Biden.
Invited us over to his house for a little afternoon ceremony.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
Apparently, they met at work.
I bet they served biscuits.
Oh.
Brian Mosteller is the director of Oval Office operations,
There's pictures.
and Joe
Yes, there are
Mashi
pictures.
There, yeah.
is trip coordinator for Michelle Obama.
The picture's in black and white.
Yeah.
Biden's in the middle and one boy on either side.
They were married at 4 p.m.
Because I'm in procurement. I'm looking at purchase orders.
In a ceremony attended exclusively by the groom's families. But
No, go ahead. I haven't got to the
Yeah.
picture yet.
Biden received the temporary certification, which allowed him to perform the ceremony. And that's it. And then Jill Biden tweeted the picture. Because
Yeah.
Twitter is very
Just
handy.
fantastic. Yeah.
I feel like I don't use it right, but
Well,
I'm getting there.
neither does Ann Kunter. She doesn't use it right.
And then
I'm glad we ended with that story and not her.
that's a much better
I know,
story.
me too.
Yeah.
I mean, the show's not over. Don't get
No,
excited
no.
yet.
Yeah, calm down there, Boots.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse before it gets better. So
So here's the picture of Joe Biden. Obviously,
There it
he's
is.
Uncle Joe in the center, and the two gentlemen to the right and the left are the ones getting married. That's very cool.
That is
yeah, I
adorable.
think that's fantastic.
I had not
I
heard
love
of that
me
at
some
all.
Uncle
Oh,
Joe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had not heard that at all. That's
I
very
was excited
cool.
about that.
And now they're so proud that they were featured on this little podunk fucking webcast. Look at that.
Their mothers must be so proud.
Oh,
So
aren't
proud.
they all? We have one more story in the headline segment, and then we'll move on to whatever the hell the next segment's going to be. It's usually entertainment. I would toss to you, but you don't really have anything that's entertainment.
I did not
I
come
feel like
prepared.
it's been a political heavy, and I think we're all kind of educated and in the know enough. I couldn't think of the right word.
For what?
Words have
And
escaped me.
the know enough for
To
what?
have maybe a round
Procurement.
table. No, stop it.
Oh, so ditch
People are
entertainment,
mean.
and we're just going to do the. Okay, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
We could talk about the celebrities at both events
What
if
I
you want to.
Well, we could.
Oh, sure.
well, I think there were only
there's
two
some-
at the RNC.
there's
So
some
that'll be a
takeaway
very
and some
short
feedback.
conversation.
Don't waste
Oh.
don't
Yeah.
throw away the
Can you
plug.
give me a light of some sort to let me know what I need to do? Oh, damn it.
I need to know if this is a crime of passion
Oh,
Or
Isn't it always?
is it just a little fake passion? You know what I'm saying? Police in Nashville
Listen,
arrested a man
sometimes
on...
you got other shit to do.
Police in Nashville arrested a man. In fact, this is the man.
Oh.
20 bucks
They
is
arrested him
20
Monday night after they caught him in bed with a stolen lingerie mannequin, according to authorities. An assistant manager at the Hustler Hollywood store said that she saw the suspect, pictured there, Christopher Wade, 55 years old, flee with the mannequin in tow just after midnight. This according to the Tennessean newspaper. The employee said that she argued with the suspect, who police said was intoxicated.
What? Get out, come on.
He may have been overserved by biscuit, but she could not dissuade him from tossing the skimpy model in his truck. Now, the police said that the mannequin lost her left arm in transit, but the suspect did
Son
not.
of a bitch, now it's a hate crime.
It sounds like Al's dead. It sounds like that guy.
Right. The suspect did not stop and retrieve the arm. The employee told police that the mannequin is worth $5,000.
Yeah.
Outfit not included. Wade has been charged with theft of property.
I would just like to say I don't think Andrew McCarthy has aged very well.
From 90210
From
or Melrose
the
Place.
movie Mannequin.
Mannequin.
He was
Oh,
the
that's
lead
right.
in the movie
I
Mannequin.
totally forgot that.
I was with you.
Oh,
We had to go way back.
Well
for that
played,
one.
That was
Thank
way
you. We had to
back.
go way back.
oh, and that was what was the name of the black guy who played
Hollywood.
Hollywood?
That's right.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Oh, that was funny.
Fantastic.
I just love during transit the mannequin lost an arm. That's
Are we
funny
sure
shit.
it's not Al?
Oh my heavens! Well, that's the end of all of that. Now, what are we gonna? Kat, what do you want to go to?
You know, there are so many things. Did you know that Governor Pence from Indiana was in town today?
I did. I heard about
Oh,
that.
I did
Now-
not know that.
Did he have,
Past-
were there periods for pence around?
Right, past listener, and I didn't check. I
Wow.
didn't check their Facebook before coming in here, but past listeners may remember, or you may have just been too drunk or not paying any attention. That's fine too.
Either way is
we
up.
enjoyed
is
that.
part
But
of
we
the show.
did cover because there was a movement. Mike Pence, very famously anti-abortion, has stated to
virtually anti-woman. Like
Yeah.
you
not,
can't control
not virtually.
Any,
you
no,
know,
no, but like everything. No, you're right. But I mean, everything you want to do, well, I need to control it.
right.
That's right.
Fucktard.
Yep.
If
I
you're going to
agree.
criminalize the expulsion of an unformed fetus,
Sons of
then you're
bitches.
anti-woman.
And
That's
Yeah.
we are obligated to let him know when our menstrual cycle begins.
yeah. So there was a movement. I believe that
I emailed
started
him
on
when mine
Facebook.
started.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
got a
don't-
nice
I don't-
letter.
I don't want to know when you
I
started.
got, I got a nice letter
He
back.
cut his knee shaving.
Well, I was bleeding
That's fair.
from down there. Shaving my knee.
It was down below the belt.
Similar.
I don't know.
It
I
was
mean,
south of the border. down
Down
Mexico,
Mexico
way.
I don't even.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
don't even
Go ahead.
know where to go.
Oh,
Here
So
it
anyway,
is.
we covered a story about Mike Pence of Indiana, who was supporting horrible anti-woman, anti-abortion legislation. And so an online group called Periods for Pence, you can find them on the Facebook.
No, we all like the
We
page.
all-
if
yeah.
I'm
We
not
sure did.
mistaken. We all
Yeah,
did.
we follow them
In fact,
very
Bootsy,
closely.
you should find them too.
I should. I've heard of
It
them, but I have
really
not
is
followed them.
fantastic.
And they're
I
very
will.
nice. And so then they flooded the governor's office.
Call after call.
Literally,
after
like,
call.
like they
well,
all showed up at that time.
No, but
and-
they called and called and called and called.
Nice.
Right.
Good, as they should.
Because, and I don't have the details on the legislation in front of me, but the details were so vague as to potentially like criminalize when all the way up into and including menstruation. Like, you know what I mean? You're expelling an egg that may or may not have been fertilized. You don't know.
That makes you a
Right,
murderer.
which makes you a murderer. And I have another article about a woman whose arrest and conviction was overturned by a court in which she had taken like a morning after pill in Indiana and was arrested and charged. Yeah, and then went to another court and it was overturned.
Oh.
Yeah. So Mike Pence, future
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Continued dumbass.
Vice presidential reject.
future
Hopefully.
vice
Future
woman hater in
trivia
chief.
question.
Who's already
Answer?
flying completely in the face of the one he's running with? Like, how's that going to work
and
out?
that's
the name
so
calling and all of
so
that.
very
So
like,
wait a minute.
weird
why
and
was he
interesting.
here?
He's here campaigning.
And no wonder we got so much rain. It's
Yeah.
because Mother Nature hates him.
Right.
They're
That's
trying
what I
to
said to
wash
my
it
mom.
out.
Punished.
They were
That's
trying to
funny.
douche
As
him.
I said to my mom, is
They were
Trump here?
douching him out right there.
Well, my favorite radio station, KTAR.
Oh, I love them.
I do love them, and I'm
AM
back to listening to them
92.3.
occasionally in small doses.
You have to in
Yeah.
small doses.
Well, and I was in it for the traffic today on my way here.
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah.
Yeah. But they mentioned that at the time of my arrival here, which was, I think, about an hour before his event was supposed to start, there were, the reporter said, about 150 people in this arena for his town hall.
150?
150 people showed up.
And probably 25 of them were staff.
Yeah, but you know what? I bet the fire marshal kept out thousands of people.
Oh, yeah. That's
there
exactly.
were thousands of people that were stuck in the rain.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands.
It was a huge event.
A huge one.
I love huge.
And where was he?
He's here in Tempe.
Oh, it was in Tempe. Okay, I didn't know
I'm
where
pretty
in the
sure-
valley he was appearing.
I'm pretty sure it was Tempe.
Boy,
I have it.
what a
I don't have
douchebag.
it. My
I just love the
files.
fact that he's
He was
already.
in Tucson earlier today, and then he was here. He was going to do a town hall.
Did he take the shuttle from Tucson to Phoenix? Is that how he got up here?
I'm
a
betting
Greyhound?
not.
I think.
Oh, Greyhound.
Really?
Better.
I'm doubting.
No, I'm sure he had a
I
big
mean, it's
stupid
all the
bus.
it's the transportation rage in Indiana.
Oh, it could have been. You could have been, or he could have
Oh.
flown. I don't know how he got to.
Oh no, he was downtown Phoenix. Oh, go away, AZ Central.
Oh, they drive me crazy. What is that? Oh, Rachel Maddow. Over our.
Amina,
That's funny.
bow 3 times to Rachel Maddow.
Well,
and
I'm
ask
gonna
for
show you-
forgiveness.
My
Like,
dearest Rachel.
There's our picture of Rachel. She's above the door. The what would Rachel Maddow do picture.
Yeah, thank God it's here. I feel safer.
I
knowing
do
that
I
it's
do
here.
too. Yeah.
I mean, that young man protects me from everything.
I'm so sorry. His town hall appearance started the same time as our show was scheduled to start. 7 p.m.
Oh, all of a sudden she's
That's
bitching
why we were
now.
delayed.
Oh yeah, we were we were preempted by a vice presidential nominee and potential menstrual cycle monitor.
Oh my
He's
God.
not here to fix the menstrual cycle. He's just monitoring
We
it.
don't know.
Right.
We don't know.
A crowd of a few fans.
I like that line. A crowd of a few.
Fans.
Tens.
That's what it says here.
Tens of fans.
Tens of fans.
Both of them from
No,
Phoenix
it
were there.
does say a few hundred, and I feel like that's a stretch.
Probably so.
They were here at the convention center.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. They're going to blame that the weather was rigged and the
Oh,
roads
yeah.
were rigged.
Well, Hillary.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
Benghazi.
Benghazi.
Right. The roads were rigged and
Yeah.
the weather was
Yeah.
rigged. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Phoenix has rigged the traffic
Oh, yeah.
and the rain to prevent people,
Yeah.
hordes of people, hundreds of people, great people, more people than
Tens
you've
of
ever seen before.
thousands.
The best people.
The bestest people ever.
I've been
We-
practicing my Trump
You're doing
patterns of
good.
speech.
I'm not
Yeah,
mad at
yeah.
you.
We appreciate the poorly educated.
Oh, of course we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And,
love-
and
we
the best
love
way to
the
get a
poorly
Purple Heart
educated.
is to get it without ever going to war and
Yeah,
ever
I've
doing
always-
anything.
I mean,
Did
I've
somebody
always wanted
literally
one.
just
Yes.
hand him
Yes.
one during the?
No.
Oh my God, the
Stand
Purple
by.
Heart.
It's a replica. It's not the real
Okay.
one. It's a replica.
Oh, thank God.
NBC News confirmed that earlier today. It was a replica. But for him to say,
Yeah.
"I've always wanted a Purple Heart," this was much.
Yeah.
This was much easier way to
This
get
way
it.
was much easier.
This way,
Something like that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what?
I was like, oh, well, that's cool. That's, you fucking moron.
And then I read
That
something
one.
that the reason he dodged was because he had bone spurs in his
Yeah.
foot or something,
Yeah.
which have now miraculously.
No. Well, no, that's true. But the entire time he had bone spurs, lacrosse, tennis, sports. He always played sports in school. All that shit. Always.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kat. We interrupted your story about a menstrual cycle.
I mean, it's my segment. No, I was just scanning this article. Oh, that keeps wanting to go away. I was just scanning this article for kind of a summary.
You were really
of,
flowing on your story. I didn't want to.
Oh my God,
Biscuit flow.
I've got to go.
It's a very absorbing story. I don't want to pat it, but I'm saying. Wow, the puns are everywhere.
Al would be having a
Just,
And it's not
Is
even
Al
me.
listening? Al,
He
Al,
might
are
be
you
in
there?
Hawaii going, these people are fucking
So,
stupid.
Yeah, but it's not even me.
I bet
doing the
Al
puns.
is
I
at
love
Hula's having a drink out of a pineapple right now.
the thing that's crazy to me, like we all watched the McCain Palin disaster just devolve as time went on.
Right.
Aye.
But it seemed very apparent that at least the two camps, at least somebody's assistant was talking to somebody else's assistant. Like they stayed fairly on message.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they were playing
Inconsistent.
politics. They were doing it terribly, and they had a dumbass in the corner, but they were playing the politics. The thing that is so just like car wreck watchingly strange is that these guys don't seem to like know what the other one has just said. Like they have.
Well, it's like, and the staff apparently can't get to Donald to brief him on anything.
Yeah.
Well, also,
Yeah, well, and
He
he's-
doesn't,
he's-
he doesn't understand the concept of staying on that
He
page.
seems to
No.
have gone like 100% rogue, but then like Pence either can't keep up or doesn't care or has dumbass people working for him to.
I mean, the
but what
articles.
can you
He's
do?
running his own like independent campaign, it seems, as vice president, because Trump's just over here deporting Muslims and hating women, and Pence, while also,
Well, hating women,
is doing it very politically
So,
instead of very
So,
hatefully.
so I work with people with developmental disabilities, right?
Sure. I didn't call
And-
anybody retarded today. It wasn't me.
And you co-host a show with others that are having issues.
Listen,
that are biscuits for brains.
I'm just
That's
letting you
correct.
know.
That's correct. Now,
I'll just drink
That's my
a
new
little.
chair.
That's
Now,
not very
so-
nice.
so I'm not. It's not a matter of mocking or anything else, or making the comparison because anybody with developmental disability is leaps and bounds above Trump. But
True.
But
Absolutely true.
it's like he sits in a corner. And I have worked with folks that have autism, for instance, like a real severe kind of autism. And they sit there in that kind of stemming and just kind of speaking, just randomly and saying just odd shit, quite frankly, where you kind of go, what's going on? Where are you coming from? That's what he reminds me of, is just kind of a...
It's almost like Tourette's.
It's really similar, except there's something about it because he's just a fucking sociopath.
Yeah.
Is really what he is, and that narcissism that where he's just sitting there and just like, look, something shiny, and well, I'll just fucking comment on that now, and
Right.
and people, and everybody will follow me more.
I loved it when Stephanopoulos was interviewing him, and he was asking about why did you say you had a relationship when back in 2013, like multiple years back. Well, I don't. How do you define a relationship? And he goes, well, you said it. Like it's like, and then he's like, well, he's not gonna ever go into. Was it? He said Croatia. He's not gonna go there. And he's like, he's already there.
Yeah, Crimea.
Well, or Crimea. He's like, well,
Crimea.
he's not gonna. He's not like fully go there when I'm in president.
right.
You don't.
He
get-
probably
Well,
won't go
no, and then
back.
he said, I don't think I've met Putin. No, I haven't met Putin. Like, you don't remember
Why
meeting
I would
Right.
remember that.
somebody like that?
Right.
And yeah, several of the headlines I was reading today were talking about, does he have a legitimate mental illness?
I
Is
absolutely.
there something legitimately medically wrong with him?
Yeah. I absolutely
Well,
think so.
I hope they don't diagnose him until December.
Right. But apparently, my concern.
That's a valid point.
And here's why: because in my thinking, if we decide, okay, this guy is literally unstable and we need to remove him from the ticket, guess who's number one?
Well, I assume
Mike Pence.
Mike Pence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right.
Pence isn't going to win. I don't
think
think.
we know enough
I
about Pence. I mean, and what we do know, obviously, is
Rewind the
not
tape
good,
6 months
but-
and say Trump's not going to be
No,
the
no,
nominee.
no, no.
Like,
What I mean is because of that kind
all
of
things are
last-minute
possible.
thing, they're all possible. I totally
Or
agree.
would it
except for
go-
the third party incident.
Or would it?
I've read a lot
and
about
I don't
that.
know enough about it, but would it not go to? Okay, I realize Pence is on the ticket with Trump as far as being the vice president nom. Now, if you go back, I wonder what the rules are. Let's say for
would
what
it go to
would it go to the
Cruz?
next one down?
Like
would it
Ted
go?
Cruz?
Would it
Ted
That's what I
right?
was thinking. I was thinking. It
Who
go
was
to
the
Ted
last?
No,
Cruz.
I think it
Who
has
was
to
the last
go-
one out?
Ted Cruz.
Was it okay?
Cruz.
Then would it
But
go to
It
that?
goes to Pence.
I would think so.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
at this point now,
Because
that we're
at
in
this
the
point,
general,
right?
And then he would have
Because-
an opportunity to choose a running mate.
That's what the
Yes.
vice president does. Like
Absolutely.
No,
when the president
right.
can't serve.
I get that,
Yeah.
but since I don't. Wow.
It's that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yep.
Where may I ask where your information comes from?
MSN.
Okay. Cool. Got it.
The network of
Because-
St. Matto.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Your
I was
boyfriend.
wondering the same thing because I'm like, is it Ted Cruz? Is it Paul Ryan? Do they just kind of jump back in there and put like their fucking names
Start
in a
all
hat?
over.
Right. Do we
Draw
say
short straws.
I was
hell?
I was just a little frustrated with Obama today when he was on the air talking about how that he was literally asking the Republicans or the RNC just like can you not have him as your and Hillary's like going shut up
Yeah.
shut up
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want somebody better like who might have to be able to pull this shit out.
Yeah.
Well,
And the lights are on in her campaign. Her campaign went through a speech where she was quoting Donald Trump quite a bit, and Donald said, "Well, I didn't say any of that. I didn't say any of that." And her campaign put on the website, "Well, actually, you said this here, and you said that there, and you literally said this here. Like the lights are on in that
video.
campaign."
I mean, you know, obviously, if he said it,
he's saying it all on
somewhere
TV.
has it on tape.
And if it isn't on tape, it's on Twitter because every fucking thing that he does is the 140 characters.
So do we want to talk about either the slut shaming of Melania and or the photo of KFC?
I haven't seen the photo of KFC.
Yeah, so the photo of KFC is he's on his jet leaving, I believe it was Indiana or Pennsylvania last night.
Well, I'm not going to fault anybody for eating KFC.
And he's sitting there in his leather chair.
I would enjoy that
with
too.
the bucket of chicken and the little styrofoam containers of mashed potatoes and gravy.
Have you have a camera on me on a Saturday night here at my house? What the hell?
No, you're at the taco truck at Charlie's.
No, I'm
please.
not. I do not. I like everybody thinks that. I rarely ever eat there.
But anyway, he's got what appears to be a chicken thigh on a plate that he's about to cut into with his knife and fork. And there's been a lot of chatter.
Oh, because he wouldn't pick it up.
There have been a lot of twats on the tweeter.
They did the same thing with him over pizza.
I love it.
Yeah, well, and the Mexican taco salad and
right?
Tortilla bowl. Yeah,
for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, so there's been a big flap about that today.
I have not heard of this KFC thing.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about the fact that he made the back out of the debates?
Oh, he's going to do I think whatever he can.
So two things about that.
Because I mean, for God's sake.
Two things. One.
Why would you want to talk to
September of 2015 is when those schedules were announced.
Yeah.
Long before anybody was locked and loaded to be the actual nominee.
Yeah.
Wasn't a secret.
Long before the NFL schedule came out as well.
I didn't realize that. But but already blocked it out there. Done. Yeah. So for him to come back and say anything, and I did love. Then he said, well, the NFL sent him a letter. And the NFL's like, oh, fuck no.
We did not.
We did not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Check your call log. We did not call you.
I have an little NFL story for you. I'll tell you in just a second.
Got it.
But no, I thought that was interesting. No, what I would love for that dumbass, that was an edit, by the way, for you.
Yeah.
I would love for him to bow out of all of them. And I would like for her to show up to all of them and just answer every fucking question.
Yeah, that's
well,
right.
That's 100% what she should. She should show up no matter
what. Even if they cancel it, she was there. She was ready to go.
Because then it's a primetime televised stump speech for her.
Right.
Yeah.
Answering where she gets to answer all of the questions that the moderators want to ask.
Right.
Like it's now an exclusive.
That happened with Bill Clinton in '92.
Who didn't show up?
George W.
Really?
Oh,
or George H.
No.
George H.W.
He didn't not show up. He did not want to have them, and that was
right. So Bill just showed up.
Right, but that's where the whole thing with the campaign with him with Clinton sending.
Which I didn't remember.
I didn't either.
Do all of our campaigns now revolve around chicken? I didn't realize.
Just this one.
Chicken is delicious.
No, but that was
chicken is delicious.
But he sent people dressed as in chicken suits and went to every single one of the Poppy Bush's. I'm using my boyfriend's words. Poppy Bush's campaign stumps because he was chicken. He did not want to debate him, but in the end, he did wind up doing it. No, but lost, but got shellacked.
Right, but
another word used by my boyfriend.
But Bill Clinton showed up at the first place that they were supposed to have a debate,
and HW wasn't there,
and he was not there, and so Bill was able to just talk to.
That's exactly what I want. Our girl to do.
Yes. I think it'd be fantastic.
I'm gonna see if I can find the picture of what's his name?
Trump
in the
just do Trump KFC. Yeah, it'll absolutely come up.
And Tim Kaine, I don't know where.
Think about Tim Kaine. I like him.
I'm not mad at him.
I like him.
Yeah. It's just hard for me because he looks like Ray Liotta to me.
Tim Kaine?
Yeah, his mouth, like everything about his mouth looks like Ray Liotta to me.
Have you seen the picture of him when he was young?
No,
Well, let me show you that
one.
Yes.
No, he's between Ray Liotta and like a Jack Nicholson kind of look, and it's very interesting. Poppy Bush sounds like a softcore porn actress.
And it might be. And it may be.
That's funny.
So that's our boy Tim.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Very, very good-looking gentleman.
All right.
No, I believe it.
I don't know if I can
believe
put
it.
that up to the.
What is it?
Yeah, he was very.
No.
You're gonna
no. To the right.
Look at that. Oh.
To the right.
Look at that.
There you go.
You're learning the ways of a
There you
kid.
go. There you go.
Handsome young man. Handsome young
I'm
man.
branching out from procurement.
Yes, you.
To media. What
by
do
the
you-
way, just so
She's
you know,
moving on up.
that does not mean that you get a raise.
No.
I'm in it for the
It'll
raise.
be
Look
in,
at my job performance
it'll
today.
be in my review.
Look at that. Look at that picture. Look at
There's-
that. There
See,
she is.
and
Look at that.
You know, how can you have the chicken without the gravy and mashed potatoes? That's my question.
Well, he likes
I
to.
don't
I would
disagree with that.
right. You can't just
You know, I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Really?
I am.
and say this photo
And I-
was staged.
Nope. And
Oh.
I'm gonna say that I occasionally enjoy the mashed potatoes straight out of the container they come in with the gravy just poured in there. Maybe he's saving that for in a minute.
I'm the
Maybe.
choir. You're preaching to me. Shut up. Slaw, mashed potatoes, gravy,
Oh, the
baked
slaw.
beans.
straight out of the thing. Yeah.
It
They
is
did-
malarkey.
The only
Is
thing
there
they
a
don't.
KFC around here that's open late? 'Cause
No,
now I am
but they
really
don't
hungry.
have anymore. That I wish they don't have the macaroni
Thomas
salad.
and 7th Avenue.
Poppy Bush sounds like a softcore porn actress.
I think that's
It does, but
fantastic.
I think St. Matto was using the Hispanic for daddy, P-A-P-I.
Poppy.
Poppy.
What does that
Oh,
mean?
it's a Poppy Bush.
Studio C sounds like
love
it's
you,
hoisting
Poppy.
a piano. What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that even means.
She'll tell us momentarily.
Oh, maybe
Please
with
stand
when we
by.
were like,
Oh, because
the
they're on
picture.
delay. Don't forget that they're
Yeah.
on delay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were kind of hoisting
And we
the
don't mean
piano.
hurry up on delay. We don't mean that. We mean differently.
Oh. there's-
Yes, I
Biscuit.
like. You know what? I like Tim Kaine. I didn't see his speech when they announced him to be the ticket mates. My first introduction to him was the DNC.
Yep.
And my first reaction, and I texted a friend of mine like as I was watching, and I'm like, "Hey, is Opie about to come out with like his fishing pole? Like, what's going on
The
here
dad
with
jokes.
with Folksy McSpolkserson?"
Mhm.
Exactly. But I'm not a very
He
good
really was.
whistler either, so I didn't do that.
I'm
You're
not- I'm-
amazing at it. Look
Aren't
at you
I?
go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't. Jink.
I like it.
Yeah, but he came across very like
Yeah.
gee gosh.
Golly
But the,
gee willikers.
yeah, but the more I see him speak and the more I read about him and learn about him, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm on board. I'm
Yeah.
in. You know,
Yeah.
we.
And
He-
he's never lost an election. Never lost an election. Yes.
Wait, knock on wood.
Yes. Never lost an election.
Don't break.
All
that
right, so
streak.
let's
No,
talk
right.
about speeches. Which do you
Yeah.
think was the best speech of the DNC?
Oh.
Because did anybody watch the speeches at the RNC?
I
mean,
did.
Really?
I
No, I
did.
did.
Best
I,
speech of
Yeah.
the
Watched a
DNC,
couple of 'em.
Cat.
I think I suffered through all of them.
Hard.
So hard, but you
That's
have
so
to
hard.
pick one.
Can I pick like?
No,
can
wait.
I
Did you
rank
wait?
You can rank them, of course.
totally.
Absolutely.
How about we do the top
I'm
three?
branching out. I'm taking over production
Wait,
now.
wait,
I'm also-
wait. Hold on, just a
Segment
fucking
producer.
minute. I'm gonna put you on a red light. I realize that that nobody can see the red light, but he's on a red light.
I am in a
Did
timeout.
you just segue into the final segment on your
Oh
own?
my God, that is
Yeah?
Well, I mean, somebody's got to watch the
No,
time.
I watch it. We act.
I have a real job. I have to be up in the morning.
Stand by. But before, no, you can't do that because we have to go live to Al Perkins, who's going to who sent.
via satellite from the Missy Al
This is
Network
the
in
soundbite.
Waikiki.
Oh, yes. Okay, great.
Yeah.
God, I can't
Coming
believe-
to you live from
I can't
Hula's
believe you did that. I can't
on-
believe you stepped on toes like that. I feel
Don't be
violent.
a biscuit of a guy.
I will never get invited back. That's okay. This
Sure
is my
you will,
one
sure you
shot
will.
going out in a blaze
You're
of
gonna be
glory.
demoted to shop girl.
So let's see.
I think it's good.
We got a lot to do here. Hang on a minute. I got to do this. There's a series of things that have to happen,
It's
Bootsy.
very busy. It's very busy.
I'm glad I'm not the only one fucking up Clayton today.
But you know,
Thanks
it
for being
seems like
here.
pleasure.
You know how with Michelle and Jill Biden, the fact that they've been, Jill Biden is quite a bit more kind of like this. You
Jill,
know, a
no.
little bit more where. Just seems like somebody that is just kind, and you just sit down and talk to, and she's like, oh, how are you, and whatever.
She's fairly saint-like. I think all she needs to do is be martyred, and she's in.
Right. But that's what I think his Tim Kaine's wife's name is Anne.
It is.
Oh my
and
God,
that's
even
what she
more
seems
martyred.
like, big time. She was like so excited, like when they were up on stage, just like, oh my God, that was so good. Like, and I thought, oh,
Yeah.
she's very just sweet. Like she comes across as
And
being,
I think she's also devoted her entire life to public
she
service,
has,
which
yeah,
certainly
and
doesn't
just
hurt.
comes across just very
Shows
kind
a certain
and
amount
very
of,
sweet.
of dedication and a certain amount of crazy, which I admire.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to attempt this.
Yeah.
We're going to toss to Al, and he's going to ask the question. Then we can go through the rest of this to move this along so that you can go home and get beauty rest. I understand how this has to work.
There are not enough hours in the day.
Let's see how this goes. It's Al Perkins, a pre-recorded, thoughtful vulgarity question. Al, take it away.
what was the point in the convention where you knew you wanted to vote for someone, not against someone else? Was there something there that proved that you needed to vote for this person? Because voting against something's not really that great.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good question. We
Yeah,
can answer
that
both
was a great
questions, kind
question.
of.
So we're gonna go into
one.
our musica that handles this section, and
All right.
all right, who are we starting with?
I think Kat.
Okay. I'm going to answer Al's question first. And I think it was the DNC 2012. Or the primary race 2012 that, convinced me that maybe Hillary should be voted for at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going back
Not the
that far.
DNC, but yeah.
The election.
The primary race. I since converted to Obama, of course, and Barry and I are tight.
Sure.
Yeah, we're BFFs.
Yep.
Nice.
I see that. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
believe that.
I write him letters every day.
Well, you have them in your will.
Dear Barry.
Dear diary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Today's letter to Barry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was very moved, and I had somebody attempt to block me from being able to watch Hillary's speech at the DNC, to which I pouted and threw a fit and.
Not at the DNC, in a bar.
Right,
Oh no,
she
I
was
I was
watching
at
the
bar.
DNC.
Her
She
speech
wasn't
last
there.
Thursday.
I'm like, what?
I wasn't there. No one was blocking me from
Yeah,
the room.
right,
I
right.
was.
Wow,
I
I
was.
thought this is a bigger
You were
story.
at
Cobalt,
Cobalt,
yes.
and they weren't going to allow you to watch
Yes,
Oh.
Bullshit.
it is some bullshit, and
it?
it's
It better
okay.
not
You know
have
what?
been
We've-
Biscuit, because if
It
it
was
was,
not
he's
Biscuit,
dead
no.
to me. Okay.
No. And I've made my peace, and I'm not gonna pick a fight with it. I kind of get where he's coming from, but he's wrong.
I'm going to say yeah.
And his point was, because both conventions end on a Thursday night, both of the big speakers were on a Thursday night. His argument was, well, we didn't air Trump. Why should we air her? And I basically said, because I fucking want to.
Yeah.
But I
Would you like another drink, asshole? That's
right. Well, we just lost another listener.
Oh, boy.
It's okay. That
Now
one
we're down
can
to
go.
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, and I kind of get the point, but
I don't.
at the same time, nobody asked me.
Yeah.
I think it's important
Yeah.
to listen to both sides, and nobody
Yeah.
asked me.
Yeah.
So my favorite speech.
No, I can go with that. I'm saying, like, if it wasn't made a big deal,
Yeah.
then who fucking cares?
Then who cares?
And
Right. Nobody wanted to.
Yeah.
Look at who you're looking at.
Right.
Well, the
But
other
hey-
argument could have been, well, I didn't work the night that
Sure.
the RNC was on. You could have made shit up.
Yeah,
I didn't
right,
work
right,
this
right,
night,
right.
and I have to work tonight, and it's on, and I need to watch it.
I take
Right.
off like 4 days a year.
I understand. I get that. But lie to the fucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in a more fun answer,
Yes.
my favorite speech, I think, or the one that has stuck with me the most, is Cory Booker.
Okay.
Now, see, I have not seen it
You
yet.
didn't see
Okay,
it?
Corey
that's
did,
my
Corey
homework.
did a really good job.
That's my homework. I have not
He
seen
is
Cory
taking
Booker's
it
yet.
to church.
Okay.
Yeah, his whole
he was good.
his whole theme was, and it kind of carried throughout the rest of the convention, was "Together We Rise."
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he was very energetic and very moving.
Very
and,
articulate.
yeah, very articulate.
He was my
and
first choice for
charming.
VP. by
Me
the way.
too. Yeah.
He was
Sure,
my
Oh,
first
yeah,
choice
I
for
would've-
VP.
Yep.
Her or Warren.
Yeah.
Him or
I
Warren,
don't
I'm
think
sorry.
Warren's ready yet, but
I don't.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
think Warren
either.
wants
I don't
to.
know that Warren's
I
ready.
just would like to see her energy there. I don't think I like her where she is.
I've been in enough lesbian bars that I don't think two women should be trying to run the country. I
Well,
really.
and I think it might set.
Yeah.
I think it might set us up
I did
for
10
Warren
years.
in 2024.
It might, but
2024.
it's just the idea. Like,
Yeah,
right
but I'm
now,
voting
I just,
for Michelle Obama in 2024.
Right, me too.
I'm voting
totally
the Obama
there.
Booker ticket
Yeah,
that year.
there you go. I love it. I love it.
Now
I love it.
you are talking.
Yeah.
Then we get two blacks and a lot of energy and maybe some plagiarism.
Yeah. I don't think she's going to be doing Melania's speech.
Yeah.
No.
I think I cried the most during Obama's speech.
Okay.
Although it's hard to say, that was a rough night.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think
and,
we're
and
all
Michelle
sad to
was
see him go.
super moving.
Yeah.
Oh, hugely.
I'm gonna follow him around.
They call it
That's
stalking.
gonna go
I
well.
You
think- I
realize
think they call
that Secret Service
stalking.
is going with him
Yeah.
He gets to
I
keep
feel like
those
they call
guys.
that
Alright.
stalking. Sure.
for as long as he wants.
But when the library opens in Chicago
Yeah.
in 2019,
There you
we
go.
can certainly go visit.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be wonderful.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay. Marnie.
This. I've already known that I was going to. Like, it wasn't about voting against someone. So.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that for me either.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess if I have to let me pretend that I was going to vote for a douchebag.
Yeah, but you can go all the way back. I mean, she went back to 2012.
Because I invented time travel.
Yeah, but see, for me,
And
then
that's how the show
for me,
started.
it's very simple because I go back to Doug Roy, who was the domestic and world issues teacher in high school, and the passion that he instilled in us, like to really pay attention, because the Dukakis Bush vote was my first time voting, and I voted for Dukakis, and like everything in me believed in him, and I truthfully look back, I wouldn't have voted for George W. or HW, but I just kind of I just realized that was the Democratic platforms, the different thing, more what I believe in. Just you listen to the speeches, and it's more about just being good to people, and this is what we need to do, and we need to come together, and whether that's lived out, I would say with Obama it has been for the last 8 years, definitely. But then with my second vote coming to Clinton, Doug Roy just really instilled in us to pay really close attention, and if it hits your core and it's what you believe in, to just go that way. And I know because we had so many people that would be like, well, my mom votes Republican, so I'm going to vote Republican. Shut up. Like, what's wrong with you?
Right.
Make your own fucking choices.
Open up your eyes, right.
But so many people do that.
True.
So many people do that. And that's what he was really trying to just teach us, to get away from that. And I think if it's not Doug Roy, it would be Bill Clinton. It would be back to 92. And listening to him and just watching him and being, it wasn't about being enamored, but
He's so
kind
fun
of,
to watch, though.
But he really is. I mean, he really just captivated me. As far as the convention and speeches, I really liked Michael Bloomberg a lot. I really liked him a lot.
I did too.
Yeah, when he's like, I lived in New York all my life.
I know.
I saw that sound clip.
Yeah. I just thought he was, because he was very, how we kind of all are, like, what the hell? Like, what? He was
Well, and he's been on all sides because he used to be a
has.
Republican. He was then an independent. And so, and he is actually a billionaire, unlike somebody else we
Absolutely.
know.
Absolutely.
Who
Legend.
might not be.
And I have to tell you, it's not because of the kind of pulse of the nation right now and what's been going on with Khan, but that speech, I was crying my way through that speech, listening to him, and I thought it was brilliant when he said, "You can borrow mine." And the ACLU, you put that thing on about, didn't you, about that they'll give away a free.
I didn't put that up.
There, I can put it up on Facebook. I
Do.
ordered one. The ACLU said that they would give everyone a free pocket
U.S. Constitution?
Really?
So
No.
I ordered
Well, I know
one.
the sa-
Oh,
I
I
know
didn't.
the
It
sales.
wasn't
Signing
me.
up right now.
Yeah.
I think
Wasn't
it jumped
me.
to like number 2 on the Amazon list. Or
It
Right.
did.
after
It
that.
did.
Right.
And what?
Way
So
up.
they said that they would for it's one per
Household, probably.
I'm
no,
all
not
in on
household,
that.
per email.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I
Hopefully
can.
they send a whole box to the Trump campaign.
Yeah, but wouldn't there was.
There's a lot of
and
big
there was
words in
just-
there. They might get confused.
I think with all of the bullshit that and the hatred, that it was just amazing to see him and hear him get up there and be so proud of his son, be so proud of the country, so articulate, fighting through the second English as a second language.
Sure.
And saying it so fucking brilliantly.
Like
He sold me. I was
you,
like, come on.
I don't know if did you happen to watch, which I did because Lawrence O'Donnell follows Rachel on MSNBC, and he had the interview with them. You talk about a powerful hour.
Yeah.
When there was the first interview that they had given out of their home after they had appeared on the DNC, and wow, again, it was almost as powerful watching them speak from home, and her
and the mom
and then the explanation of why she didn't speak. She's like, and even him, he's like, she's my rock and she held me together, but I speak, I was doing this, she stood there, and all that, just crazy. And you can see the love between the two. You can just see that they lean on each other. 40 years of marriage, what they've gone through. It was amazing.
She was like, his picture was right there. And I love that she was not giving Trump power.
No, she didn't at all.
She didn't at all. She said, he doesn't matter to me.
Right.
And what he said doesn't matter to me. I'm a strong Muslim woman.
Right.
And I respect myself. And I was applauding.
Yeah.
Like watching it.
No, it was a big finger for him. It's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm more concerned about my son and how this all went down, but I don't care about him.
Right.
That was lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. So it really was. It was.
Now, granted, that's post convention. We're talking about during the convention.
That part was, but that's what I would say.
Did you find it? Sold out.
In updates from the ACLU's website, it says, we apologize, but due to the unprecedented demand in response to our free Pocket Constitution offer, we are now completely out of stock and unable to continue the offer.
I'll bring in mine.
Are they going to
have
resupply, for God's sakes?
I don't know.
Look on Amazon, see what they have.
They can't be that damn expensive. Let's buy one.
Well, it was $5.
Well,
you're right.
That's
And the thing was, that's
cheap at twice the
all
price.
it was. Right. That's all it was. But when I saw that thing, I think it was like Pocket, whatever. Yeah.
What they need to do, and I bet you can find it. If you can find the Constitution for Dummies, send that to the Clinton people, or not the Clinton people, the Trump people will be fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Send that to them.
Yeah. So Casimir Khan would be mine.
Which for you, Boots?
So to answer Al's question, I actually come from a family that does not vote, and we are not political. So as an adult,
But
I had always said that the day a woman runs for the White House is the day that I will register to vote. So for me, it goes back to 2008. I was living in Chicago. Clinton entered the race. I registered to vote.
Wow.
And my very first vote ever was in the primary for her. Now, obviously,
wow, that's
did not,
interesting.
She did not make it, so I voted for Obama, and I voted for Obama in 2012. And so, I mean, Hillary is the one who got me involved, because I just firmly believe that there's no reason a woman can't hold that job. There's just no reason.
There's not.
There's no legitimate reason.
And I think it would be all the better if a woman did.
Yes. And
temperament, just everything to do with it. There's no machismo. It's just a whole different world.
Yeah.
Well, and the internet is full of opinion that it's going to take a woman to heal the nation. You know what I mean? Like it may
she
take
can bring an emotional
a matriarch to
aspect
bring everybody back.
That's a good point.
Because everybody's so very divided. I mean, what does your own mother do in your family? Right. She tells you to sit down, shut up, figure it out, because we're a family. This is what we do.
Right.
But we love each other at the end of the day, and
And we're gonna eat this fucking turkey no matter what you say.
Right.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. So as far
my
as
mom doesn't cuss
as far as speeches,
not as much as you, at least, I'm sure.
there were a lot of powerful ones. I really liked the preacher. I don't know his name. The preacher from Atlanta.
Oh, right.
Who had the purple on underneath. I thought that one was very. We
saw that at Stacey's.
Thursday night at Stacey's.
And seeing it on the big screen, that was even better for me.
Oh, I know.
Watching that,
we were like
we were like there. It's like we were there.
I wanted to come down there. I taught last Thursday, so I'm sitting there the whole time, like I have to go home and watch this stuff.
It was
entertaining. It was
entertaining.
very cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with Anant on this one. I really think that at the end of the day, as much as I loved them all, and I can say something amazing about all of them, Michelle Obama for me was the one that really hit. Really hit home, and it was very early on. I mean, I think she spoke on Monday or Tuesday. I mean, she was very early in
Monday.
I think
it was
Monday. Yeah. So I mean, it was very early in the convention.
Because Corey was Monday too.
I think Corey and Michelle were both.
Yeah,
on
unfortunately,
Monday.
I could suffer
and
through
Demi Lovato.
all of the RNC. I had to miss nights 2 and 3 of the DNC, but night 4 obviously I got the last 10 minutes.
I recorded all of it.
The last 10 minutes of Obama. I tried to listen as I was driving back from Cottonwood, which for those of you that don't live around here, it's an hour and a half north of town. I had a service call. I was trying to listen, but for whatever reason, it didn't work.
Yeah.
But the last 10 minutes that I got to see of him was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And I would agree that as far as speeches, who had the best speech? Michelle Obama was just hands
and it just
down.
started. I mean, it started.
But,
I think it started the chain reaction of everything that came after it.
Yeah.
And just
She kind of set the tone for
Sure
the
she
week.
did.
whole thing.
And
Yeah.
who can live up to that after? I mean, for real.
Well,
like,
I mean, even the president in his tweet
Yeah.
said,
yeah.
you know,
And how
can't
wonderful
do it.
was that?
Amazing.
I mean, just
So
when he
amazing.
sent that out, just the love that they have. It's
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yeah, her speech convinced me to vote for her in every
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
Like, write it down.
Absolutely.
That was the moment that I decided I was voting for
Yeah.
Michelle
She
Obama.
keeps saying
at
she's
all
not gonna
times.
Whatever
No.
she wants.
Whatever
She
wants.
wants.
Yeah.
Right, Queen of the World. I vote for
Okay.
with Vice Queen Beyonce.
I was all. One of my favorite things
Not
is
sure how the
Lemonade.
Bayhive's gonna feel
They're
about that, but
BFFs.
okay.
one of my favorite things is. Do you think that Michelle Obama is Beyonce's Beyonce?
Oh yeah.
Like,
Was that you that posted that?
I posted, but somebody else
very
did it
much,
before me.
I posted it too. Yeah, that one blew my mind.
Inception. I was like, it's a very Inception type moment, right? Like,
Wow.
what?
Well, because it makes
Wait,
sense that
Beyonce
Beyonce would
has
have
to
her
have a
own like.
Beyonce.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody. Right. The Mo's are Britney and Beyonce.
Michelle
And
is a good.
Beyonce's got to have somebody that she looks up to.
Because if you don't
Is
have
it
if you don't have
Michelle?
your own personal Beyonce,
Yeah.
then
Right.
what do you have?
Right.
Is it Michelle or is it Missy Elliott?
The
I'm not
answer
sure
is
which
you
one.
don't. If you don't,
Is
have
Or
your
is
own
it
Is it
J-
Diana Ross?
Or
who
is it
knows?
James Corden who can get
Yeah.
Michelle Obama and Missy Elliott in a Land Rover and drive in circles around the White House and do
Yeah.
car karaoke?
That was
Fucking
cute.
amazing.
That was
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
My
that's
favorite
fun.
line of that whole thing is your husband in that? Well, he better be.
He better be.
That's where he told me he was.
That's where he told me he was. If you've not seen car
That's
karaoke
great.
with Michelle Obama,
Oh,
Google it, watch
fun.
it. It's like an 8 or 10 minute segment. It's phenomenal.
That
It's
was
fantastic.
delightful.
And I love how in every shot the Secret Service is following
Behind-
them in the
Yeah.
car
In the Ford
a,
Expedition.
in a
Yeah.
circle drive. It just cracks me up.
Well, he's not the first comedian to do that. Jerry Seinfeld was.
No,
He picked
Seinfeld
up
did
Obama.
with
In the
Obama
Corvette.
in,
Yeah.
In the Corvette, yeah.
right in
I saw that
Comedians
and they
and Cars
couldn't go
Getting
anywhere.
Coffee.
They
That's right.
drove
Same
the
thing.
loop too.
Right.
That's
No,
right.
that was funny. But then they went downstairs and got coffee in the whatever the cafeteria. I thought that was fantastic too.
Yeah.
But again, these are the
Obama.
these are the first two, and I don't know what's going to happen past this, but whoever's in, I will assume, because this is the first administration we've had that's really embraced social media.
Right.
Like they've really understood how this works and how to spin and use and blah blah blah. And I don't.
and it helped get him elected.
No, true, right. But I don't know how, obviously Hillary gets that, but I'm just curious to know how down the line they're going to go like, oh, we have to do this, this, and this. And if you're really going to anymore, I think if you're going to bond with the American public, you've got to do stuff like that. You've got to be cool. You've got to be somebody who is a normal person, and you'll get in a car and drive around a
Right.
circle drive with Jerry Seinfeld or James Corden or whoever, or do the stuff that she does. Michelle Obama has appeared in lots of places.
Countless.
And Obama,
Oliver
when he goes
Ellen,
on
she's-
Jimmy Fallon
Yeah.
and does the headlines and just does like he raps the headlines.
Oh,
Fucking
the
amazing.
slow jam. The
Slow
slow
jam.
jam news. Yeah.
But where did that start?
Yeah.
Bill Clinton.
I
on
love it.
Arsenio Hall.
Playing the
with
sax on
saxophone.
Arsenio, yeah.
Mhm. And everybody thought that
Oh, that's
that
right.
was just awful and what was outrageous.
And I think the Obamas
and-
are going to continue to kind of follow in their footsteps and learn from the mistakes the Clintons made. And I think we're going to see Senator Michelle Obama. I think we're going to see.
I think it's
we're going to
possible,
see a lot of politics out of Michelle in the future.
Well, after once the girls are all done with school and college.
But to get back to any of these questions we're trying to answer, I was already on board with her. I was, but I think and I know I'm not alone, and I almost feel like I'm copping out with this, but it's funny how I was talking to Jason Carlton about this, and he said that he was aware of this from his education in Texas. Now, Texas being what it is, it's a very Republican state. It's very white. It's very male driven.
More so than Arizona.
Good old
Yeah.
boy, that whole thing. And that's
Which is
where
why it's a big deal that the Houston newspaper endorsed Hillary.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Huge deal.
I do not recall in all of my years of social studies and history and all that stuff, I don't remember ever being taught that the White House was built by slaves. I don't remember. I feel like our books were a little askew.
Our books were a lot askew.
A lot.
I'm just,
Did you go to high school?
Yeah.
Here?
What's that?
Did you go to high school?
No,
here?
worse. I went to high school in Utah.
and I was in Missouri.
There weren't any
But-
black people in our
And you were
textbooks at
back
all.
in Minnesota, so you were back in the Midwest. But I don't remember any of this. So oddly, when I'm listening to her on the speech, literally when she dropped the mic on that and said, "I wake up every morning in a house built by slaves," I damn near fell out of my recliner in my living room, and I was like, huh?
Son of a bitch.
I was literally, it blew my mind because I had never put that together. In my head, in all of the history books and everything I'd ever seen, just like the presidencies, all been white people. It's nothing but white people. I never thought about that. And I almost feel ashamed of the fact that I didn't know that. It never occurred to me that was built by anything other than just a bunch of white contractors that showed up. Now, then you fast forward that. Her speech said that. I was a little shocked. And it was like, that is huge for her to wake up.
Perspective for
so
all
then,
of us to...
pardon me, while the DNC then was at in Philly, Chris Matthews, who's from Philly, took a I don't know if you happen to have seen this. I think it was the last night of the convention. At the very end, they had a little segment where he walked around Philly with a local historian, and he went to Washington's house, and this is where this was done, and this is where this was done, and why is the Liberty Bell here? Like the whole thing. They said, and I never knew this, why I didn't know this, there was a White House, using air quotes here, there was a White House built in Philadelphia, and Washington wouldn't move into it because it was too nice. It was too fancy, said no, but I then found out that the reason when they decided to move the state, or excuse me, the national capital, nobody wanted to go there.
As covered in Hamilton.
Didn't know that, but didn't know that they wouldn't move because all the white people would lose their slaves.
It always comes back to Hamilton, doesn't it?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, how in the fuck do I not know this?
Yeah.
It was obviously available to me before Hamilton. I realized that. But I'm like,
but even so, Hamilton was educated.
Right. But I'm like, why in my life of growing up, I do not recall any of this from any history book I ever was given, shown, read. I never know this popped up anywhere. Well, but I was blown away by that. So
well,
Michelle,
back then it wouldn't have popped up. I mean, think about it. We don't have we didn't have the access to the resources that we have today.
No, right. But again, it's a disservice to me as a young man growing up in Missouri trying to get some sort of education. Yes, I got an education. I'm not saying I didn't. Not enough, and not understanding everything that was happening. I was just blown away by that comment in Michelle Obama's speech, and then I just realized, literally, my head exploded because so many things all of a sudden was like, what? How did I not ever even think that this was correct? How would I ever not have even come across this and realized, well, that's how shit got done. I never thought about it. It never occurred to me.
Yeah, but when we were in school, it was, I don't know about you guys, but it was always, and I made this joke forever, not joke, haha, but fuck you, of the fact that it was the War of 1812 for all of these years. And like we'd get to the War of 1812 and then it was the end of the year. And the Civil War, and then it was the end of the year. And we never like went past certain things. And finally I think I was in 10th or 11th grade, and I'm like, can we fucking talk about Vietnam? You know, I didn't use that language perhaps, but it was, can we talk about Vietnam? Can we talk about the Korean War? These were the things I understood.
Modern history, a little more modern.
Because my the sperm donor supposedly was in the Korean War, and my dad and mom were in during Vietnam, and you know, Clayton is familiar with that, and you know, just the whole. But we never, by the time 11th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, never got past World War II.
Right.
And it primarily
not even to Korea.
No, not even to Korea. And what my
I feel like MASH really covered.
Well,
most of that,
they did. I did a sit-in.
A show that went on five times longer than the war.
Right. I've talked about this before.
I feel like they really addressed that.
Probably
well.
Ridiculous, but in 11th grade, I finally went. Dan Forrest was the teacher, and I was like, I'm done. I'm not going to listen to this crap anymore. And I got up and I sat outside the room, like did my own little sit-in. I'm like, I'm not going to do this. And for whatever reason, there were X number of kids that came out, and they just sat there too. And Mr. Forrest came out and he's like, Marnie, you can't have the class out in the hallway. And I said,
then start teaching stuff.
Exactly. I'm like, but this doesn't interest us. We don't care about it. And it really was important to us. Like, tell us something that is about our parents. Tell us about, because it's history, but we don't know anything about it. And he had to, because apparently I spoke for the group. He took me back in there and he said, I'll explain it to you why. He said, I was in Vietnam. He said, I can't tell you about it because it's not in the textbooks. I can't tell you about Korea because it's not in the textbooks. And you could go home to your parents and you could say, well, Mr. Forrest said this political leaning thing about Vietnam or this political leaning thing
And
about
it could cause
Korea.
a huge
So it
blow
was
up.
too current.
It was too current.
Even though it was considered history, it was still too
Right. And it wasn't in the textbooks. No one had kind of okayed what could be said about, and it was
Is
still
it in the
too-
textbooks now is the question.
I honestly don't know.
I've been out of school a few years and
Yeah.
I haven't
I know.
cracked a book
That's
in a while.
interesting.
As have I.
That's interesting. I honestly, I mean, you would think
Actually,
so, but I don't
you
know.
would have you would probably have the closer connection to that with what your kids are reading about or could potentially be reading about.
Well, so far I can't get my kid to remember what he had for lunch yesterday. So
I can't either. So yeah, there's that.
What I had for lunch today. so.
But it would be
no,
interesting.
history lessons have been minimal so far. We're going into 5th grade, which
Oh, okay, got it.
which ought to be a lot of state history.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. Fifth,
Singing the
sixth grade.
song, the
Yeah.
state song.
I don't know. It really did, but it really did bother me. And he said, I would love to be able to talk to you about it. Do you have any idea how much I'd love to be able to teach you about it? But I think even now it would be too current because, I mean, I could still, my parents were in during Vietnam,
As was my stepfather.
right? So, I mean, it's still too current,
Yeah.
I would think, because no one said who won or who lost, or because what the fuck do you say about Vietnam? What came of it? Right?
A shit show.
A shit show. Right. So I don't know. Anyway, digress. But it's interesting. It's interesting to think about all the shit that we don't know because we don't want to admit how shitty we were.
And it's I literally I felt bad, like the fact that I didn't know this. I'm like, how am I almost 47 years old and it's never occurred to me.
Right.
And it's weird. It just felt really weird.
Yep.
So Michelle
agree.
Obama was the most effective on me. I enjoyed several others. I really enjoyed Chelsea because I was like, where the fuck did you come from? Meaning, she was the most even keel, calm, not excited.
I thought she was on
just
Xanax.
right there. Like,
I really did.
wow.
I feel like hers has been the one that I've read that's been the most criticized
Oh.
because it was not as personable as they would have liked.
Sure.
Oh.
And she was not as effusive towards her mother, like, you know.
'Cause I
didn't
think
really
she was
show the
stoned.
mother-daughter
No, it could've been.
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly possible.
I'm not kidding.
But
she looked
the
just
thing that I
kinda-
did like was people saying that, you know, for all of you who think that you're going through the awkward years,
Yeah.
let's look at Chelsea.
Right, look at Chelsea.
Look
Look
what
at her
she's done.
awkward years, and now look at her.
Right.
Well,
She
Amy
is-
Carter, same thing.
Yeah,
that
you know.
poor,
So-
poor
One of my
fucking kid.
favorite lines, though, after it was all over, when Hillary walks out and she's all done, she's in the white pantsuit. This woman is not afraid of Trump, ISIS, this, that, the other, or stains.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Fantastic, yeah.
fantastic.
And I love that they were all dressed. He was in the blue suit. Chelsea was in
Yep.
the red dress. She was in the
It
white.
all worked out.
there
I
was-
liked it a
There
lot.
was some planning there.
Of course there
There's
was.
some gays on that team.
You know there are.
Thank God. Her hair was better the night with
Her
the
hair with the
previous
blue
night.
dress.
Yeah.
The blue
The
dress.
previous night with
Yeah.
Obama, her hair was better, but
Incredible.
regardless.
Yep, I agree.
But she looked good in the white.
Guess what you've done, everybody? You've
that it?
made it. You've managed to get through
Are they even
3
still here?
hours.
Biscuit.
Season 5. This time it's personal. In the studio with us tonight is Kat Carlson, Marnie Reiner, Daniel Ray. Biscuit is here. Bootsy Milan.
What? You couldn't get through the beginning of season 5 without calling me the wrong name.
It's all right. Next week, Al Perkins in studio. We'll make it. But until then, what we'll do is leave you with this. Hey, we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Well, you won't see me, but you might hear me.
You can't.
You've been listening to The Show on Hugh Talk America.